Hello, and welcome everyone to Swim or Sink 15. I'm Shads, joined today by Bandkid. How are you doing?
I am doing quite swell. Thank you for asking.
So, big day. We are starting off Krakens versus Midnight. So, Midnight, great team. We have seen them a lot here. Obviously well-known players on there. And then on the side of Krakens, we see Ray, who has done very well for themselves in the past few SOSs. There's Latias, who everyone knows is a sniping goddess. It's just going to be an all-around great match.
Yeah, I honestly think that this is going to be a pretty even match. I'm not going to be good at 1-2 in this match or something, but...
Yep, so we're going to start things off on Tower Controlled Reef. Any thoughts on this match? Think maybe weapon you'd like to see? Maybe interesting strategies that you do?
Not really, to be honest, except, like, it's just, like, if they have a weapon, like, an Dynamo or, like, Hydra, I'd want to see something like that. Or, like, for Latias, going a sniper and then, like, you know, taking control of the bridge, that's going to be a very big point for the, Krakens, so
Yeah, Ribbon was playing, so I'm assuming we will most likely see some sort of slosher on the side of Midnight. Latias, of course, Charger player. This map actually was the map where she got a quad collateral, actually. She sniped 4 squids off of the bridge with a single shot. Remember that going around on Twitter a couple years back.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy seeing it for the first time. Just seeing for the message in the bottom, just seeing splatted. Crazy.
Oh, it looks like we're about to start. Here we go. Tower control, the Reef. First game of Sim or Sync 15. The teams are loading in. We see snipers on both teams. The splatter scope on the side of Midnight with Latias. On the side of Krakens, with Latias, whereas an unscoped charger run by Tenta on the side of Midnight. Already teams moving into mid. You can see that Tenta there is going to take a pretty aggressive position, try and keep people off the bridge.
It also looks like, who is it? It looks like, Latias is also in the same position as Tenta right now.
Oh,
trying to do the same thing that Tenta did.
Beautiful snipe there by Tenta on Hazardous. Went down on the side of Krakens, of course. Whereas Missiles now out on him. Unfortunately, they do come a bit too early to really disrupt the Ray. Latias' Ray does come out, but it looks like she's going to lose that fight against Tenta. It's a 3v3, but as soon as I say that, it becomes a 2v1 on the map. So first push, 250, not a bad push. They did get past the first checkpoint, almost touched the second. Definitely going to need more than that to win on this map, though.
Yes, for sure on Reef, and not even the first minute, like we just passed it. That's a really good point for Krakens to keep the lead.
Yeah, great snipe there by Latias on Tenta, the enemy sniper. Picking off that backline is incredibly crucial. You can see they're crowding onto the tower now and get it through that checkpoint fast. We're already at less than 10 points remaining. We might see a knockout here.
Yeah, I'm honestly not going to be surprised if we see a knockout here. It's a 3v3, and
just as we said that, Commentators curse. I'm so sorry, Krakens. So since we jinxed it a little bit, Tenta gets a great snipe. Somebody else, I think it might have been Rhythm, took out Latias.
Oh, but that's going to be a really good corner for ooh. Almost just got the knockout there, but just 2 pointers away from knockout, and then that's knockout. So
yeah, Kraken is just playing really, really aggressively, really getting up into Midnight's space, which is always great to see. A nice flank there by Hazardous, picks off the Gal. Or was it the K-shot? I think it was the K-shot, yes, the K-shot, sorry. Alright, he's doing a great job of staying alive, and I get the feeling he's been doing a lot of these little flanks that we haven't been seeing necessarily because so much of the camera was on the backlines for the first portion of the map. But it would not surprise me if he's the one that's been disrupting their backline.
Yes, very much. And then, as we just saw, the Hazardous just pulled out a Jet, which could be pressuring a lot of Midnight to their spawn, which can get a Kraken's push, but it didn't seem like it worked out that well. So
yeah, Ribbon pushing up with the Sloshine. Unfortunately, goes down to Hazardous, but then no, he goes down to the Gals. Hazardous gets picked off though. Effectively, he has 3v3 right now. How people will be respawning quickly, and it's just a fight for mid at this moment. But really, the pressure is on Midnight to make those aggressive plays now. And we can see that they finally started moving the tower. 2 are down on the side of Krakens. That is a good opportunity for them to push up, especially since one of the ones down is the backline. They don't have to worry about any long-range attacks.
Yes, like, right now, it looks like Rhythm just got doubled on Krakens, which it could really help out Midnight getting at least somewhat close to at least the second checkpoint.
Unfortunately, that push will end. They do manage to get Ray down at the last minute, though. Oh, thanks to a nice bomb trade. Oh, and that was an unfortunate snipe for Rhythm there. Latias picking off the target relatively easily. She is in a very pushed up position, but her teammates are doing a really good job of painting the map and pushing up with her to really allow for that aggressive positioning.
Midnight with 2 down. It looks like they're going to attempt to get another knockout, which it may work. Latias has a GG Ray, which she just popped it, so Maybe we'll be seeing the end of the game very soon, besides the 40-second. And
yes, we do see that knockout. So, not over as quickly as we thought it would be. Midnight definitely did a great job hanging on, stopping the knockout attempts at 2 earlier points in the game, but game 1 will be going to Krakens.
but it is still best of 3, so that means that there could still be comeback from Midnight in this set, which I think is very much possible.
Yeah, and if there is a map to do it on, it is Rainmaker Blackbelly Skate Park. Nothing is safe on here. No lead. Unless you have knocked it out, it is still easily winnable by the other team.
They could have killed you whenever you're just about to knock out, and the limit counter says remaining 1. You're still not safe on Blackbelly, and that's just...
This is a very good Slosher map. Rhythm will probably be playing Slosher. I'm not sure what Tenta will be playing here, or Latias. Traditionally, Blackbelly isn't necessarily the best charger map. They could go no backline. They could swap to maybe something like a heavy. Might play C-Jet, which is quickly becoming another staple of the backline meta.
Very much with its race fan. Especially on Rainmaker, if they come through half-pipe and they have a Ray ready, that's basic, and like it's on overtime or something, that game.
Yeah,
because it's like so condensed.
Yeah, I would imagine Clips will probably run a shot, maybe stick with the K shot. Could also be the T-Tech. Nova might run Endeavor Jr. I'm not sure here. I wonder if UMG will stick with the Gal, because the Gal was their armor weapon for Kraken last game.
Yeah, it could be possible as we're loading into the match now. We're seeing Latias pulling out the C-Jet, and Midnight doing the same with their own C-Jet, so with Tenta, so...
We also see double Sploosh-O-Matic 7. Now that is not something you see every day, even in solo queue. Hammer can be pretty wonky to work off on this map sometimes, but it's also great for pushing up into the maze area, which you can see that one of the Splooshes is already doing. That's going to be a quick grab by Krakens. They're going to go on to the left side, but unfortunately 2 down, and a Ray is out, so that will take out the Rainmaker if Eclipse doesn't get it first. Oh, and that was another good pick up.
Looking like...
I think we might be having some technical difficulties. I'm not quite sure. Bandkid, are you still with us? Yes, I think he's having some trouble, so it's just me for now. We have a push by Midnight into the half pipe. Unfortunately, that does get shut down, and it results in an almost complete wipe for them. So Krakens is going to rush back in and get mid very quickly. As they do have the 2 Splooshes, they have a lot of painting power. Oh, that's an unfortunate hammer there for Rhythm. He goes down as well. Also 2 down on the side of Midnight, and everyone on Krakens is just really, really painting up. Ray is out, but 2 are down on the side of Midnight, so that is going to be a hard push for them to defend. And with MC, they're already jumping, looks like to maybe 41. Yeah, that looks like 41. Rhythm now in mid, he's going to try and camp that jump with his friend. Unfortunately not able to get one of the Splooshes, but it does force him to back off a little bit and create that space they need. 2 down on the side of Krakens versus 1 down on the side of Midnight. So this is really going to be Midnight's chance to get back mid. They do not have as much painting power as Krakens, but they do have more killing power. Right there, Rhythm gets a very crucial pick on the C-Jet, so the Ray will not be in play for Kraken soon. And that could be key, as here there's a 3 down situation, and that's going to be a good opportunity for Midnight to push up and get that lead, and they do. 2 down on the side of each team. Looks like 3 down on the side of Midnight now, but a push to 30. Not a safe lead still, but it is the lead for them. And if they can hold on to that lead for another 2 minutes or seconds, we will be seeing a game 3. 2 down on the side of Midnight again, leaving just the Splooshes out on the field. One, of course, does have the Rainmaker. So not a lot of aggression power. Meanwhile, Midnight is respawning. They will be coming out of spawn to intercept. Oh, and that is a very good pick there by Rhythm on the Sploosh. They lose the hammer. They do not have a pushing in special. Oh, both Swooshes down now. Now, unfortunately for them, however, they do have the Ray ready, so that's going to stymie any attempts by Midnight to really capitalize off of that situation and get a push off. Rhythm now pushing up onto the Suicide Maze area. He's going to have to go back a little bit, though, because it looks like they're trying to cheese things a little bit. So right now, 2 down, 1 swoosh did respawn, but it is essentially a 2 down situation. This is a very iffy thing for Midnight, though. They're going to have to really hold on to that lead. Eclipse does go down, but does manage to take down a Rainmaker with him. And with the bomb spam, that's going to make it hard for the Rainmaker to grab. They are going to grab, but pushing up into that area is just a nightmare. There is a bunch of blue paint everywhere. That is not the situation that Kraken wants to be in. Nova's going to pop. Looks like he's going to let it reset manually, but it's going to watch that because that is in a dangerous position for Midnight. They don't want Krakens to come in and cheese the Rainmaker. 1 down on the side of Krakens, and Injustice, I say that, 2 go down on the side of Midnight, so it looks like we might have seen a trade there. All specials already on the side of Krakens. The Ray is out, one of the hampers is out. Nova manages to dodge it and sneak up on the Rainmaker, and that's a great kill there. Even though they did get taken out by the hammer, it is a very good pick because it, again, causes that delay, causes enough time to pass for his team to respawn. Oh, and unfortunate. DC on the side of Midnight. Eclipse has gone poof, and that will let Krakens take the lead. That is so unfortunate. 3 down on the side of Krakens. Now there's just a sploosh. There are 20 seconds remaining. I don't know necessarily Midnight is going to be able to recover from this. They're going to try their best, though, because if there's one thing that you can say about the team, they are going to fight for this, and they will. No, Tenta's going to build that Ray as quick as possible. The GG Ray is ready. It is out. Tenta, unfortunately, going down to it before they refocus on a Rainmaker, and that is game, set, match. Such an unfortunate DC, but sometimes that's what happened. Props to Midnight, though, because they played that game extremely, extremely well. If DC hadn't happened, there's a good chance they would have won that. Of course, we can't really say for sure. Look at those kill counts, though. 17 kills for Tenta, 7 and Stingray's, double-digit kills for everyone on the side of Krakens. Oh, did Midnight win that, actually? Please don't tell me that I have been... No, it did not. Slight error on the screen. We apologize for that. So, again, unfortunate for Midnight, but they will have more matches, and they will do very, very well in them, I am sure. We're going to take a quick break, try and see if we can get our technical difficulties fixed out, so don't go anywhere. You are watching SOS 15. Welcome back, everyone, to Swim or Sink 15. I'm Jazz, joined again by Ben Kid. Hopefully, we have no more technical difficulties. As for your second exciting match of the evening, we have Krak versus Sea Boiz.
I have seen a lot from Krak recently, from only being an upcoming team, and seeing them play in silver bracket, for the Splatoon amateur circuit that just happened this past Saturday. I think that they could possibly win here, but you never know with Sea Boiz. They did get second in, I believe, the Minnow Cup Tower Control event that happened back in November. So
yeah, we'll start things off here on Splatoon Starfish main stage. Teams are already loading in. We see fire fins on both sides. As on the side of Krak, we also see a Carbon Junior and the CDS on the side of Sea Boiz. We see double dualies, Tetras, and another CDS, as well as an NZAP. So, decent amount of paint for both teams. Omega, unfortunately, being taken out by a quick flank from the CDS on the side of Sea Boiz. They will get first cap of the zone. Semikado also falling to the same CDSs. They are doing very well so far. 2 picks in under a minute, but somebody does manage to take out the NZAP on Sea Boiz, so they will be armorless for a while.
it looks like this CDS on the side of Sea Boiz is getting pushed up into their pit, backing up a little bit, but it looks like they're here to keep it Krak pushed back.
Yeah, Bunda's just going on a rampage, but 2 people from Krak, Omega 3 and Semikado have first onto the zone from the top left. They will help cement that first cap as 2 people go to make that 3 people go down on the side of Sea Boiz, so that is their chance to really paint up and get into Sea Boiz's face, just as they did a few minutes ago. Bomb rush out, they're clearing out those attic areas. Very popular place to keep the shark. You see now he's just going to wait on the flank. He manages to get Bunda, so no more CDS for a while.
It looks like they already got 2 down, which means that they can easily push them into their pit if they'd like to keep Sea Boiz back and potentially even get lead here.
Yeah, very strong potential. Unfortunately, 1 does go down on the side of Krak. I don't know if they'll be able to cap the zone fast enough. Oh, that was a very, very good pick for the Charger, Muna. Unfortunately, she does go down quickly. And the lead does go to Krak here. Omega pushing up into the pit, just as we saw the CDS stewing on the side of Sea Boiz very early in the game. They're going to rush in. There are bomb rushes flying everywhere. Unfortunately, they are not able to get that cap in time. So, what a turnaround from Krak.
That was a really good comeback from Krak's side. It's just that, Sea Boiz, they pushed up. It looked like that may have already been like an early game, but then Krak just pushed back up into mid. They got picks. They surrounded them. They couldn't do anything, which really sealed the game.
Yeah, that's pretty much textbook how you want to play Starfish zones. You want to get the enemy's pit. You want to get their street. You want to get the left. Really funnels them into only a few areas that you can push into from. Moving on to Tower Control, Inkblot Art Academy foe. What are your thoughts on this map mode combination? Personally, it's not my favorite.
I think it's a good map mode combination in my opinion. Especially for snipers, because it's Tower Control, one of the best modes for snipers, because you could easily snipe in. They are most likely dead. And then Inkblot, you can just hide on your attic, hide on your foot, hide wherever, and peek out, and you're fine. So I think that Muna for sure is going to be pulling out the scope again.
Yeah, probably. She will probably swap to the vanilla rather than the firefin, and so will probably be the sniper on Sea Boiz. I did not catch their name, unfortunately, during that very quick batch. I wonder if we'll see double dualies again, though. That's not a comp you see that often. Not a lot of teams run double dualies.
Yeah, but you never know. It could always happen, especially with Splatoon. So.
We do not see the double dualies. The CDS has been swapped out for a K-Pro. Both snipers, of course, swapping out for the Stingray Charger. Other than that, all weapons the same. And we can see that the sniper on Sea Boiz is already up in the attic on the top left, trying to get some shots off. Unfortunately, not able to finding someone. They're going to drop onto the plat, which definitely provides them more angles to shoot from.
Oh, for sure. It looks like, I believe that's the carbon striking it near their choke, trying to get a pick off the sniper.
Yeah, one down on each side. First blood did go to Sea Boiz. They were able to take down Samakado, and they will also be making the first push. Unfortunately, one of them does go down. The sniper is forced to jump out. Stingray is out to counter Muna's Stingray. It's not very effective, either one of them, really. No picks from either Ray. Omega's going to push up, manages to get a very nice pick there on Toya, which will definitely help keep the checkpoint clear. And he's going to further insert that with those auto bombs.
Those auto bombs will definitely help them later on to help keep them pressuring their plat and stuff, since it's this very small plat, which could definitely seal the game if needed.
Oh, but that was such a beautiful sniper by Yuikui. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's very difficult angle to hit there. So that great job for getting that snipe. He's going to Stingray top left, see if he can pick somebody off. At the very least, he will clear it out, so it will help them get to that second checkpoint. Omega's sharking bow with that junior. He's going to, looks like he might win that fight against the Tetras. Tetras does back off before or they die. Very smart move on their part, and they will manage to stop Sea Boiz from pushing the tower any further. They do not have the lead yet, though, and that's the important thing. Krak needs to start playing more aggressively if they want that lead.
Yeah, they definitely will have to push up more so that they get lead and take it. But once again, Omega's probably going to have to build up another auto bomb launcher to try and pursue that even more, just to be safe.
That is the safe thing. Both chargers do have Stingray, so we can expect another Ray battle. Oh, that was a great triple there by the junior.
Very good.
Very, very key, and that ensures that Muna will be able to safely use her Stingray. Okay, that's the Stingray fight, as mentioned earlier, has happened. Neither charger gets picked off by it, so that's yes and no, very good thing, very not good thing, depending on how you look at it. Banda coming in though now to clear out 3 people on the side of Krak, so that will end that push. Krak did manage to get the lead though, which is very good for them. Obviously. Sorry, return the comments for the win.
Not to mention, it's not that bad of a lead because of how far it is from mid. I mean, given they do this on like 20 or something counters away, but like at the same time, you know, you never know. That could be the thing that gives them the game.
Yeah, Sea Boiz also does have most of the checkpoints in between them. Now, Krak did not break that second checkpoint, which is unfortunate. It would have been a lot better for them if they had managed to do so. Bundy going to try and take out the Carbon. Unfortunately, gets double teamed by the CDS and Carbon. There's a splashdown jump that came in, but it looks like they didn't manage to pick anyone, and that results in 3 down on the side of Sea Boiz. They're respawning, but this is a good chance for Krak to extend that lead.
Yes, they're definitely going to get much more of a lead, which will just make it even harder for Sea Boiz to try and get a comeback here. But you never know with Sea Boiz. It could be a very good comeback from Sea Boiz, but you never know.
Samakado and Omega make a 3 though. They're doing a very good job pushing up together, really watching each other's back. Unfortunately, both of them do go down, but not before Krak makes it to the 3rd and final checkpoint, and I think may have broken it. Yeah,
they may have. Oh, yep.
So that is huge. In 30 seconds plus whatever overtime they get, Sea Boiz needs to not only get to checkpoint 2, they have to break it, get to checkpoint 3, break that, and go a little bit further. And they're sniped, and they're 2 down right now, so that's going to be really hard. Omega's pushing up onto that plat, manages to get one before being taken out by the Tetras. And Krak is doing another push. They do not want Sea Boiz to get that overtime.
Oh, and they just barely get they just almost are there, but the game sadly does not register it. But
So 2-0 into favor of Krak. That was a really smart use of the Autobomb Rush by Omega 3, putting it on the tower, preventing Toya from getting on the tower.
yes, that was a really solid set. Sea Boiz, I honestly would not be surprised if they somehow come up together in a tournament soon. I would not be surprised if if it's another close set, because it was a really good play from both of them. So it could very much be possible for Sea Boiz to even maybe trying to get a revenge for this set, but
Maybe even get into a better bracket, perhaps.
yes.
So we do have some time before the next round starts, and that is great because we have other things to talk about than just the matches going on. Namely,
Yes, we do.
We are daring you to join I Dare You. This is a collaboration between multiple Nintendo communities standing together in one tournament. Splatoon will be happening on Thursday and Friday, which I believe would be the 21st and 22nd. At 7 p.m. EST, the signups will close at 6 p.m. EST. There are $600 USD up for grabs as prizes, and the Splatoon side will be streamed here at IPL Splatoon. Unfortunately, this is a region lock tournament, so it's NA only. But hopefully something like this will happen soon where we can get people from EU to join in.
We'd love to see as many people come as possible. That would be a really great thing to see. Even though that it is a North America lock.
Yeah, and if you're not looking to play at this Splatoon, well, guess what? There's a Mario Kart tournament. There's Pokemon Showdown. Amiibo singles, Project Plus, Rivals of Aether, obviously Melee, obviously Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. There's a lot of different fun, cool events that are being planned. We would love to see you all join. And our favorite meme, Kraken Mare, has posted that link in chat. So please take a look. Sign up. Even just come and watch the streams. We appreciate you.
Otherwise, if you're just showing your support, that's great.
Moving on, we have staff applications still open. We are looking for production team members and opening applications for future tournaments in other regions such as the EU and Oceania. If you're interested in staffing these regions, please fill out the form that we're going to post in chat. If you're interested in more than one area, guess what? You can fill it out multiple times. We would love to have you on board. And finally, we want to remind you all that Testing Grounds 8 is running this Friday at the usual time of 8 p.m. EST. The format is Swiss into Top Cut, as always, and it will be streamed here on IPL Splatoon. Please come and sign up, or at least hang out and stream with us. It'll be a great time. And the links to that Battlefly will once again be posted by Krakens in the chat. But we're just going to take a small break real quick, but stay tuned because Sink or Swim will be back in a minute. Welcome back, everyone, to SOS 15. My name is Shads, joined by Band Kid, and we have some exciting news for everybody who is participating today. We have a prize pool. Thanks to generous donations by Clown and X-Ray, our prize pool this week is $110 in total. If you can donate and want to, feel free to do so at streamlabs.com/iplsplatoon.
We'd really appreciate it if you drop a donation. So,
absolutely, and I'm sure that the winners would appreciate it too.
Probably more than us.
Probably. But moving on, we have our next match. We have Alter Ego versus who?
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 Who's the team?
Team
of who?
I'll tell you who. Risa, Power, Taylor, and Shiny Boy. That's who.
Stacked team right there. Power or Pow. He has on the roster. Great charger. Don't really remember what Shiny plays. Risa. I want to say Risa is mainly a support player. And then Taylor, Slayer. Usually when I think of him, I think of shots and T-Tex and stuff like that.
Yes. When you... Them.
So, moving on, map, Clan Blitz, Mega Mart. Fun map, has a lot of fast-paced action. Mega Mart usually is considered in this community to be one of the most balanced, if not the most balanced map. You like it? I mean, I like it.
It really depends for me on the mode. Like, for Clan Blitz, it's great. It's really good. Even though with the balancing, that's a little weird because one time I went from 100 to 0 in like 20 seconds. But, it's still, either way, Makamart, I honestly think that that they're both going to pull out a special to try and keep them out of the area in front of their basket. Because if they just keep on throwing clams into there, that's going to be game. Since the clams spawns. But yeah, it looks like we're starting into the match now.
Yeah, teams loading in. Both sides have a slosher. Power actually is not the sniper this time. It's Shiny Boy, which that probably is why I know Shiny. Shiny must be the sniper on Temptation, which is Risa's team. Taylor on the Octa Shot, Power on Tri-Slosher, Shiny on the Bamboozer MK1, and Risa on Junior. Meanwhile, on the side of Alter Ego, we have Clown on the Custom Blaster, a pick that you don't see that often. Eli's on Junior. We have Pika on the Vanilla Slosher, and Shy is also on a bamboo, and things are already getting really bloody in the first 30 seconds. Everyone, for the most part, has gotten at least one pick, and Alter Ego has already put together a push and gotten it all the way down to 53.
That's a really strong push on the side of Alter Ego, especially because it's only the first minute now. That is a really good pointer for Alter Ego.
Yeah, Clown unfortunately is not able to stay sharp there, but he pulls out the inkjet to bully that bamboo a little bit.
Looks like that Alter Ego already got a new clam in.
Yeah, they are moving lightning quick. Unfortunately, they do have a staggered 3-down situation. That push isn't really going to go much further. They do eradicate the penalty and bring it down to 47. So they do have pretty much half their penalty that they used to. And
which
really go on ahead.
Which could definitely be good. Thank you. But yeah, it could definitely be a good pointer for them, especially because Who hasn't even gotten any balls in yet, which could probably change the next few seconds. But
yeah, unfortunately, Who does go down 3 down again, and another big push, and that is a very, very quick knockout. You were talking about quick knockouts earlier. Well, there's a quick one. Just under 2 minutes. Very, very bloody for Who, and Alter Ego just sweeps them away, really.
Yes, for sure. I think that this set may be a little lopsided, but you never know with Who. They could have just randomly be like, "Oh, we were just lacking that game. We're gonna come back. 1-2."
We could. We have not seen a reverse sweep yet on stream this SOS, so we could see one here. Blackstone's Pavilion. Now Skipper map has a little bit of a controversy surrounding it. People don't like necessarily the fact that it has mirrored symmetry.
Yes,
they don't like the right side versus left side peeking. We've heard the arguments about it 100 times probably at this point.
Yeah. I personally don't like about Skipper because it's so easy for you. If you play your cards right, it's so easy for you to push up until like I think it's called Plaid, to just try and apply as much pressure to the other team, and then it's so easy to just cap zone, so you could easily get a good push, and within the next in the first minute, like as we saw Alter Ego do in the last game. But
yeah, knowing Alter Ego, they are not going to tone down the aggression one bit. On the other hand, though, a good sniper on this map can be extremely difficult to dislodge, and there are 2 good snipers on the side of Who. So it could be a lot harder for Alter Ego to deal with them as it was on Clan Blitz Mako. Here we go. We can see that Shy is going to stick with that bamboo. Shiny Boy moving over to the Fire Fin, so they do have a range advantage. Power has swapped on to the CDS Taylor on the K-Shot, risk of remaining on Junior. Meanwhile, the only other aside on the side of Alter Ego is the Tent Umbrella. Pika swapping off that Slosher, and 3 down on the side of Alter Ego very quickly compared to 2 down on the side of Who. So this is the strong showing right off the bat that Who really needs.
Yes, it looks like that they're going to be trying to possibly flank from the back side of the zone from mid. So you never know who could get back here. But it looks like Shy is pushing up a little. Well, not pushing, backing up a little, but just trying to put as much pressure as possible.
Shy is really forced to stay back, and Shiny manages to get a great pick off of them. The tent goes down again. Pika is just having no luck with that tent shield. I think that's the 3rd or 4th time they've died in this game, and we're already down to 30 seconds remaining on the timer. So if Alter Ego wants to stop this from going to a game 3, they need to move fast. Pika manages to get a great pick off of Taylor, and the curling bomb rushes out, which means that Pika is using the Sorella Tent Umbrella, which is one that you don't see that often. Unfortunately, a counter bomb rush from Shiny is out. He does die, though, to the tent, which allows Alter Ego to cap the zone.
Which could possibly, because again, it's Skipper. You never know what could happen. This could be game for Who, and this could be the set, or it could be a reverse sweep opportunity. You never know.
Yeah, it is a hefty penalty on the side of Who. 70 ticks on the clock, and that is something you do not see every day. Jag's pushed up now a little bit, just going to try and stay where there is paint for that 99.9 bamboo to do some work. Unfortunately, goes down to one of the missiles. Taylor moving in to take down Pika, so 2 down on the side of Alter Ego, but Taylor runs straight into one of Eli's bombs. So it will be a 2-1 situation until all the players respawn.
This may knock down their penalty a lot for Who, but Alter Ego, pushing back, getting his own. So
2 do go down on the side of Who. Another one goes down as well. Shiny probably jumped out since we don't see him and he wasn't one of the ones that died, so that will be an effective wipe.
Yes, Alter Ego. Oh, getting Shiny Boy getting a snipe on the custom blaster, trying to push back in with their suction launcher, which just about gets them zone.
Yeah, that's a very good special here because it can go all over the zone and stick to the balls to get people who are maybe starting right along the upper edges. He's going to move up and try and take shots now on Shy. And the Inkjet is out. Unfortunately, a well-placed snipe. It fells it. The duck hunt has been successful. Shine's going to have to back off here most likely, though, since his teammates aren't around to really help him.
Everyone is currently alive, and Alter Ego takes his own, which may knock down their penalty a lot, or even finish it.
Yeah, and 2 do go down on the side of Who. Shy is going to push up, paint up for that bamboo to do its work. There is not a ton amount of paint on Alter Ego. They do have 2 very paint-dependent weapons, the bamboo and the blaster. So they're really going to have to do their part to get the paint as much as possible. Penalty is gone, clock is ticking down, just over 20 ticks remaining, but the bomb rush from Shiny is out, and that's going to take down Clown. And Shy goes down, 3 down on the side of Alter Ego, just barely he misses getting the lead there. Who manages to cap with 1 tick remaining for the lead?
Which, again, knowing Skipper, it could very well be possible for Alter Ego to make a comeback in the last minute.
Yeah, it is important to note here that even though they're at relatively the same amount of time left on the clock, Alter Ego's penalties are smaller. That's because they didn't hold the zone as long as that big giant 100 to 8 push. 1 down on each team right now. As the 2 teams fight for control of the zone, Alter Ego will get the recap and then take down the CDS, but 2 go down on the side of them at the same time, and that lets Who recap. Taylor did a great job getting those picks to let his team reclaim the objective, but he quickly goes down to Junior.
Eli is just trying to push up into their plat, putting a lot of pressure, now heading back over to mid to just, again, apply as much pressure as possible. This may be the comeback for Alter Ego.
There is a very good chance, but it is also important to note that the missiles are out and the zone is almost neutralized. The tank goes down. The zone is neutralized. That last snipe does it. So that will be a game in Who's favor. We are going to a game 3 for the first time in this stream.
Which, again, like we said, this could be the first reverse sweep that we get for SOS 15. So you never know. That was a very well-balanced game. So it's going to be a very tense game 3.
Yeah, although the first game was just absolute bloodthirsty, no contest, Alter Ego, this was way closer, a lot of back and forth, especially at the end there. And Anto Games has that same potential to have that back and forth, especially on tower control.
For sure. I think that we're always going to go back to somewhat irrelevant comp to what they did on Clanblitz Mockmart, because the thing that really helped them there is that they just got so many picks off of Who to where that basically sealed the game from very early on the game. So you never know if they go the aggressive comp, that may be set. But again, they may be trying to try something else out.
Who I would imagine that Shiny's probably feeling a bit more comfortable on tower control than he was on Clam Blitz. It's based on how he was playing with the bamboo versus with the fire fin. I would guess he's probably more comfortable with the scope snipers. And he'll probably swap to using the vanilla scope for this map. It would not surprise me if Shy does that as well to try and help compete with Shiny in terms of range.
Yes, I honestly think that this game could either be how it went on Makamart, or it could be how it went on Skipper Pavilion.
Honestly, I think the real mystery is what's Power going to do.
Yes.
Well, it looks like we are about to find out. Shy does swap to the vanilla scope, as well as Shiny stays on the fire fin, but Power is on the Kensa Rapid. And Pika swaps to the Tri-Nouveau. So those are your weapon swaps. Everyone else is on the same thing. And here we go. These are just going to poke at each other at first in mid. It's very much a poke at people, see what you can get on the map. Taylor is the first to fall, but he looks like he manages to take out Pika. And unfortunately, Shiny goes down as well. So this is going to be a strong start for Alter Ego, most likely. Ray is out, there is no counter Ray, and no armor to save Who from that. And just as I say that, between your popped armor and hits it.
This may be a very strong push for Alter Ego, with Who getting 2 down on their team. This will definitely be a good push for Pika, or Alter Ego.
Yeah, Pika's doing some real work there. She managed to get 3 down before dying to that bomb, and that let Alter Ego get past the first checkpoint and to the second checkpoint. Now, usually on Anchovy Power, if you get past the second checkpoint, that is a good push. It's a good lead. Unfortunately, they're not able to do so, but 2 who do go down on the side of Who and stopping that push. So it's quickly looking like this might be a repeat of the Mako Mart match.
It may very well be that, but again, you never know. Could be they could pull a Skipper Zones on us and then have it a 1 point apart in overtime. But
yeah, Clown got a nice 2 double direct on some people before falling the Power. Unfortunately, nothing was able to really decapitalize the tower. Is almost back to neutral. So that's a good thing for Who, not the greatest thing for Alter Ego. Alter Ego, though, does manage to pick Power, so even though their sniper is out, Pika's already pushing up onto that plat again, which is really what you want to do on this stage. Oh, almost has the bomb there, but manages to catch herself before her being into the point of no return.
Yes, Who with 2 down on their side, meaning that Alter Ego may get some more points on the board here on the second checkpoint in Anchovy, which could probably maybe even seal the game in only just 3 minutes.
Very, very possible. Power's doing his best with that Kensa Rapid to stop it, though. It looks like he's going to die to that Stingray, though. Oh, so very, very, very unfortunate situation for Who right now. 2 down, even though Shy is backed up and Junior is down. Oh, maybe it looks like there might be a DC. Do we have a DC? Maybe. Do not. No DC.
Yeah.
I thought for a minute that the Tri had DC, but we do not have a DC. That is very fortunate.
It's very fortunate. It's actually on the side of Alter Ego.
Well, what's not fortunate, though, for Who at least, is that Alter Ego has touched the 3rd checkpoint and broken part of it. They're going to have to get all the way to 14.
That'll be a very hard way to come back from it with only 100, not even getting any progress yet on the tower, but they got 2 down. You never know. One's backing up. They're all backing up to the plateau.
Yeah, Taylor doing some work with that inkjet, but unfortunately goes out to a bomb, but 2 are down on the side of Alter Ego. And 3 go down on the side of Who. Makes that 4 a delayed wipe. This is not looking good for them at all.
Alter Ego trying to push back into their plat to try and, keep them from pushing back into their plat, but Taylor trying to push up the Pika but failing to get that blink in, but just didn't work. Who has 2 down? just trying to fight back, but no use.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate, really. I keep saying that, but it is very unfortunate. Looks like Pika might actually be going for the flank on the piston. Yep, they are. So they're going to try and get even further up into who's spawn.
They're sharking over there on right, so this will probably be a very good flank for Alter Ego.
Yeah, especially since two did go down on the side of who again. They are constantly just losing the numbers battle. 15 seconds remaining on the clock. It is do or die right now for who. They have to get to that tower and they have to make sure that they stay on it. Taylor's going to go for it. He manages to pick one, so he is successfully on the tower. There will be overtime. One member of Alter Ego in the corner, being Junior. The Junior manages to get Taylor, but unfortunately has to back up. A 3 go down on the side of who, so this a wipe. That will be it. Game, set, match for Alter Ego.
That was a really intense game, even though that Alter Ego got a really good push up in the beginning of the game, which kind of sealed the game for Who. But Who tried to come back. Sadly, it did not work, but it was very nerve-wracking when they tried.
Yeah, just look at those numbers though. 9 hours from the Junior, double-digit kills for Pika and the Clown, who were working so well together, really pushing up together on that flat, providing paint so Clown could move around with that plaster. No reverse sweep, but a really thrilling set.
Yes, for sure.
So who definitely Bo did do a good job as well. I'm speaking from experience. I am a backliner. Being on the team with two backlines at the same time is always going to be a little bit awkward.
Yeah, for sure.
So the fact that they were able to put up a very good fight in the second two games and win one of the games is definitely very impressive.
Yes, for sure.
So I think we are going to go to a slight break before our next match. Top Cut will be next, so stay tuned and don't go away. You're watching Silver Sync 15. Hello, welcome everyone to Top Cut. I'm Shads, joined by Band Kid, and we are starting things off with Corgi's Fan Club versus FruitPunchers version 2. I see some familiar names on these teams. One that jumps out to me immediately is SS Nolan, who, if you don't know, was on Southern Lights roster when they got second in the Squid House. There's Corgi, obviously on Corgi's Fan Club, with the eponymous member of the team. Steffi, who has been on a couple different teams, including Maelstrom and Ink Sigma, if anybody remembers back when that team was alive. Barry is, I want to say, a sniper. I'm not 100% sure on that. I know there's a couple different people named Barry in the community. I believe this is the one that snipes, though. How about you, Band? Do you know anyone?
This setup, honestly, I don't know too many people except for obviously SS Nolan. But that's really it. I mean, Barry seems familiar, but other than that, not really.
So, since it's Top Cut, we are moving to Best of 5, and we'll start things off with Rainmaker on Snapper Canal. So, I like this map. It's always been a fun one for me, especially on Rainmaker. Definitely one of my favorite ones that they've introduced in the second game. You have any thoughts on this? Maybe you have a different opinion.
With Snapper, it's just like, I think really the reason I don't like it is because I'm traumatized with armor on tower control. But on Rainmaker, it's more tolerable, which is what we're loading into right now. So,
and here we go. We have a lot of Corgi fans in the building. I think for ease, we are just going to call them Corgi 1, Corgi 2, Corgi 3, and then obviously there's just Corgi. Barry is running a junior, so this must not be the Barry that snipes. FruitPunchers also has an L3D. Sorry, an L3D, not an H3. So that will be the Burst Bomb and Inkjet one. The Inkjet is already out. Looks like they have a Kensa Pro and a Sniper as well. Meanwhile, Corgi's Fan Club has a Remix, a Kensa Machine, a CDS, and a Junior as well. And FruitPunchers has already gotten a couple picks off and is pushing way up. They have it already to 59. Array is out.
Barry, which is the one holding Rainmaker right now, is pushing up into I believe that's called their I'm not for sure actually. I think it's called Court, but I could be wrong. Oh, Hill. Yes. And they're trying to pressure where they could easily get some good progress over there, but sadly, really just right now they're just to no avail.
Yeah, and the lightning fast start to their push is really fizzled out. They're moving up again, but definitely not as big of a push as they were hoping for. So 38 isn't the worst push on this map. In fact, it can be pretty good, but it's not as much as we might have been able to see had they been a little bit quicker on their feet. Corgi manages to take that Rainmaker before going down, and then OCAT goes down to Corgi number 1, the CDS. If I had to guess, that probably isn't Steffi. Oh, that is Steffi. Yeah, that probably is Steffi. So, Steffi pushing up now. Oh, unfortunately goes down to Barry, who also manages to take out the Rainmaker, but Corgi jumps in with a splashdown only to die to Barry's well-placed bomb against the Rainmaker shield. That was a very, very skillful pick there.
That was really well-placed. It looks like that may sadly be the end of Corgi's Fan Club's attempt at a push, but they're very close to lead, so it could be very close. A very close match this could be.
Yeah, if they get a quick wipe or a 3-down situation on the side of FruitPunchers, they will be able to take the Rainmaker straight up the mid into the street, and that should push them past the 38 mark. See, the Remix on the side of Corgi's Fan is hanging out on the right end of the street. Looks like probably the Junior is the one that's probably going to grab. Unfortunately, OCAT on that L3 manages to take out the Remix. They're going to chase behind Corgi's Fan Club and manages to take out another one before dying to the CBS.
Sadly, they get the Rainmaker gets killed like right before lead gets hit, but it's still very possible considering that they are 1 point off. But
1 point mean, unfortunately, we did go down on the side of FruitPunchers, so that is a good opportunity for Corgi's fan club. The Booyah is going to come out to try and prevent them from pushing in very quickly. They're going to try and gun it, but they do not quite manage to make it. The Junior goes down, but they do manage to pick off the back line. Unfortunately, 3 down on the side of Corgi's fan club now. Corgi manages to pick one member, but it's not going to really help them get a push going again. So they're probably going to have to back off here.
The corgi's still trying to keep it out of it. Oh, it's going. The scope going for what is it? The reset. Which may just be what they needed.
Scope in the water. Unfortunately, Inklings can't live. Rainmaker now back in mid as the Charger respawns. They're not too close to Ray right now, so Corgi's fan club could put together another push. The Inkjet is out though, so that's going to cause a little bit of havoc over on the left. Does manage to get 2.
Corgi's fan club has 3 down, which could be another good push for FruitPunchers to get even more of a lead to make it tougher for Corgi's fan club to even try and get a comeback.
Yeah, aside from the first 2 pushes, this has been a very much neutral game per se. Neither team has been able to make a second larger big push. There might be the opportunity that Corgi's fan club is waiting for. CDS is sharping over on the left, and they've got the Rainmaker kind of pinned in a pretty difficult area for the Rainmaker to get pinned in. Unfortunately, the CDS going down to the Rainmaker before the Rain gets it. Nolan sharking on the top left, though. He is going to try and pick off the Kensa machine, which will not happen, and teammates jump to Corgi, and that will help him secure the Rainmaker and get to overtime, but they have a lot of ground to cover, and the GG Ray comes out. That will be the game in favor of FruitPunchers.
I mean, there is always a reason why we call it GG Ray. Like, that's the thing that sealed the game for FruitPunchers. They just lasered straight on Corgi number 1. And that was the thing that sealed the game. Because obviously, GG Rail, so.
Definitely some good work there from Corgi's fan club, though. Game was pretty back and forth. And honestly, I could see Splatzone's Piranha Pit going in the same exact way.
Yes, it could definitely, because the 2 zones...
Admit, I hate this map.
That's understandable.
But as you were saying, it is a 2-map zone. A 2-zone map, sorry.
Yeah, and then, like, it's also just so hard, because, like, you're trying to get one zone, team's trying to get the other zone, it's just back and forth. You can really only get zone quickly and start getting points taken off of your, or start taking points whenever you get picks on your other team, because if not, it's just going to be a back and forth neutral run.
Yeah, this is also one of the maps where Stingray is still decently used on splat zones ever since Ray has really fallen off. It's a wide flat map. I could definitely see FruitPuncher sticking with that splatter scope.
But we will see soon as we're loading again.
And we see instead, FruitPuncher's going with the bamboo. That is the only alteration to their comp. On the side of Corgi's fan club, we now have a mini instead of the CDS. So definitely
Corgi's fan club also going a double Stoutling comp on this map, so...
Yeah, it's a lot of paint, which is going to make it hard for that bamboo to really do a lot. They will outpaint the mini. The mini and the junior together with the remix will outpaint the L3 and the junior on the side of FruitPunchers. Pro does not paint decently well. He unfortunately is dropping there. He manages to get the junior before the heavy takes him out. Booyah is out, going to try and get that bamboo before he charges forward. Maybe not the best play. He does manage to get the bamboo, which is a good pick, but then the junior on the side of FruitPuncher takes him out. So first blood on both sides has been spilled.
The remix, wait, no, not the remix, sorry. Barry just trying to take zone on one of their zones to just try and get more points off the board, and maybe even trying to get lead here, which looks very much possible.
they most likely will get lead here. For right now, Corgi's Fan Club is a bit pushed back. That splashdown comes in, though, to neutralize and cap the entirety of one zone in the favor of Corgi's Fan Club. Barry now flanking, trying to get Mini 3 down on the side of Corgi's Fan Club. This is not looking good for them.
Not at all. They got
Last
a quad.
leg gets picked.
Sure, like quad wipe.
Well, wipes are never a good thing on this map. If you get into position underneath the drops, it is very hard to get unseated. And Corgi's Fan Club does not have a lot of bombs that would be able to do that.
They really only have Junior for support and bombs. Junior and a K-Machine, but that's really it on Corgi's Fan Club.
Yeah, now missiles might be able to do something. Here, they do not manage to recap the zone with that Booyah, but they do manage to provide enough of an opening for Corgi to sneak in and get a pick, which does stall things out a little bit. Corgi's going to be looking to try and get a couple more picks for his team, so that way they can recap the zone. The splashdown coming in, which will happen probably relatively soon. Just like that, will also help cap any zones that get neutralized. And with that, we have a hefty penalty on the side of FruitPunchers.
44 counters. That's gonna be hard. But then again, they did just get a wipe on the Corgi's Fan Club, which means that they may be able to take down the penalty really well if they play the cards right.
Yeah, and they are painting up as quickly as they can. They must know that Corgi's Fan Club could outpaint them. So they need as much paint as they can for the bamboo. The mini goes down. That is a huge pick because no longer will Corgi's Fan Club have the missiles to force them out or be able to help with the painting. Booyah Bomb comes out to deal with the remix on the top left steps. Oh, the splashdown cancel not able to happen. Corgi getting in 2 picks before rushing in with his team to try and cap those zones.
Looks like the bamboo is going down on the side of FruitPunchers, which means that they may be able to take zone back here, Corgi's Fan Club, so.
And they do, Corgi getting 2 more picks before dying and an assist. So that was very, very good. They get the zone, but 43 penalty points for FruitPunchers this time. Not nearly as big a penalty as Corgi must be hoping for.
Yes, not at all, but like, at the same time, you know, if they just play their cards right, they could probably get very close to a lead, if not half of it.
Yeah, they do have 2 specials online, the Armor and the Booyah Bomb. Armor goes out. Booyah Bomb, I would imagine, probably sometime soon, and the Splashdown readies up. A very good pick on the Inkjet there. I don't know who necessarily got that. Nolan manages to get 2, so even numbers on the map. Corgi unfortunately goes down to the bamboo. Just a tiny little bit of ink killing him. And the bamboo then dies to the remix, who is being helped by the mini to try and keep them alive.
Popping missiles to trying to pressure some of their teammates to trying to get the zone in the last 20 seconds of the game. It looks like it's going to be even, if not the game for FruitPunchers.
The ink is flying, though. The bamboo is stuck down in the useless, so they aren't going to be able to do much down there for now. But Corgi is down on the side of Corgi's Fan Club. That is huge. That is most of their aggression. Actually, all of those are their aggression, since technically the Junior and the Mini are supports. And just as we say that, had 2 more go down on the side of Corgi's Fan Club, and FruitPunchers caps that zone.
Sadly, that's 2 games on the side of FruitPunchers, which means that Corgi's Fan Club, they have to come back for the next game, and if not, they're out for the tournament.
Yeah. Tower Control the Reef. We've been here before, way back in round 1. It's going to be interesting to see how the comps change.
Yes, honestly, they're definitely going to change a lot, just from going from zones on Piranha Pit, especially with Corgi's Fan Club, with the amount of paint that they had. They're going to be switching to something, I feel like, more aggressive.
Yeah, they really need something more aggressive. Double support can technically run, and people have run it well in the past, but just when they keep getting picked off, you need that extra aggression, and they just did not have that on Splat Zones, and even to a certain extent Rainmaker. Meanwhile, on the side of Fruit Punchers, well, I honestly wouldn't change much of anything aside from the back line in terms of their comp. They have things locked down. They are moving like a well-oiled machine. I have to wonder, though, do you think that we'll see Fruit Punchers go back to using the Stingray charger?
I mean, possibly. I mean, even though we didn't see it last game with Pronapid, it's probably like least likely to happen. But it's tower control scope, they may go with.
At the same time, though, they might capitalize on the fact that Corgi's fan club has not been running highly aggressive comps and use the aggression from the bamboo to help out in the team moving up, pushing forward.
Yes, they could also do
bamboo
that.
player can outplay a scope player. Time
like
to find out. Tower control. Reef, do or die for Corgi's fan club as we see them pulling out a Nautilus. Meanwhile, Fruit Punch swaps off from actually most of their weapons except for Nolan. Ryzel back onto the charger, but we see a T-Tech on the instead of the L3, and we see an NZAP instead of the dualies. Meanwhile, on the side of Corgis, we see aggression. We see Junior, a Nautilus, CDS, and a Squeezer. So we will be seeing some bubble pushes, and it is already paying off because they are the ones to make the first push now, getting those 3 and 2 down situations that they have sorely needed for the past couple games.
Yes, the Nod is also very much going to help, even though that they just went down. Cat's just got blank on the tower, which will take it back and probably even at least get it back to the neutralized.
Yeah, a delayed wipe. But Corgi's fan club did manage to break that first checkpoint, which is very crucial. Breaking the first checkpoint always means that later pushes will go smoothly. Squeezer, unfortunately, going down. OCAD, however, runs straight into a bomb from the Junior, who's painting up the right side for armor. So numbers are currently in the favor of Corgi's fan club. Armor gets popped as they are going to rush towards that tower and try and kill him. The Booyah does get shredded, and the jump is camped. So 3 down on the side of Corgi's fan club. Charger jumps out, effective wipe. It is time for them to move in and paint up.
Planters almost just got the lead there, but Corgi's fan club came in and pushed them back out to make sure that they keep lead with only one pointer on the leaderboard.
Yeah, 2-2 on the field right now. One person is respawning from Fruit Punchers, though. Things are gradually going back to a neutral gameplay as teams fight control for the bridge. The Charger on the left is going to try to take pot shots at people, but it's a very risky position for them. If somebody drops onto that tree area, it's going to be hard to defend. 2 versus 3 now on the field. Numbers favor Fruit Punchers, but the ray is out, so that Charger is stuck in a stationary position. Nolan, however, uses that ray to push up and take down the Squeezer before being taken down by the Nautilus.
Nautilus is just trying to get as much pain as possible and exerting as much pressure as they could. Taking out the T-Tech, I believe that was possibly the sniper jumping out.
Most likely, yes. Corgi's fan club is just doing a very good job. Inkjet is out to try and harass that sniper. Unfortunately, gets picked off by Nolan, but it looks like he uses that Booyah Bomb. It may be not the best usage of a Booyah Bomb. But he also manages to pick the Squeezer and force the last member of Corgi's fan club to jump out. So that is definitely a more favorable pushing position for Fruit Punchers. Unfortunately, that Nautilus is already respawned and back on the right tree.
I'm trying to exert as much pressure as they could. The Nod is just trying to stay alive, but then also trying to make sure that the tower stays far away from lead as possible.
Yeah, and not continuously getting those kills. They are up to 10 kills so far. That is a decent amount. 3 down on the side of Fruit Punchers, leaving just the NZAP alive. I have 2 up for our Corgi's fan club. They are looking to increase that lead. 1-point leads are not what you want on this map, especially around the second checkpoint.
Yes, for sure. Corgi's fan club getting even more of a lead on Fruit Punchers, even though it's not that much currently. Oh, but they're getting more progress. anymore is just the best thing for Reef tower control.
And they've broken the second checkpoint. That is huge. They're at checkpoint 3. They could really possibly get a huge lead here if they get that third checkpoint broken. I'm not sure if they will. No, they will not. The squeezer dies. That pushes over, but that is a much, much safer lead than a lead of 1 at 51 to 52, and there's only 45 seconds left in the game remaining.
It could always be a comeback for FruitPunchers. I mean, we know how they played from the last few games. It's definitely possible that that they could come back in this game, but it's Reef. You never know.
Armor out, Barry pushes up, gets the knot. Unfortunately, looks like they are going to get taken out by the bomb from the squeezer there. The Ray is out. Nolan is on tower. Maybe not the best choice to ride the tower. You'll want that charger there instead. Charger's pushed up. They're going to Booyah Bomb the left side of the map to keep people from moving in. Armor is out on the side of Corgi's fan club so they can rush the tower again, but the bubbles are out, but Corgi goes down before he can get more than one out, and somebody manages to get to the tower in time on Corgi's fan club. We didn't see since we were on the kill cam, but that is a game for them.
That is a good game for them, and this could be the reverse sweep that we can see on stream, or FruitPunchers could just come back one game and be like, we're done slacking, this is it, we take set.
Oh, the reverse sweep dreams are alive. Moving on to Clamblitz Humpback Pump Track, a map we have not seen yet.
I honestly will not be surprised if we see the Junior come back again with Bomb Spam, because bombs everywhere on Humpback, that's chaotic. You don't want to see that.
Yeah, this is just it can be a pain of a map to play Clamblitz on, in my opinion. Bomb Spam Slosher is really good here. I would love to see
not going to be surprised if they
Slosher.
Oh, that would be perfect, but I would not be surprised if we see a Dynamo on any team.
Yeah, Dynamo's another one that's good here.
Dynamo plus a Humpback is a match made in heaven. You don't want to see it, especially on a team whenever you don't have one yourself.
Yeah, snipers are kind of wonky here. I don't know what Raziel is going to do. Yeah, it's not a great map for snipers in general.
Yes, for sure. I mean, there's not really a place for you to snipe. I mean, again, Dynamos, if they pull out a Junior again, that's not going to be good. It's just overall.
Here we go. Teams loading in. Clamblitz Humpback Pump Track. We can see Corgi returning to that Kansas sloshing machine. Well, Raziel, I think, is that a heavy deco? It is. It is a heavy deco.
A very rare pick for most people, but it's Clamblitz, it's Bubbles, it's good.
Yeah, and the wall can be very helpful down in the pit area by the basket. I have not seen one of those in a hot minute, but I am glad to see it.
For sure, you don't really see it pick that often, and they already got a new some bubbles, and they're pushed up to mid, backing up a little bit to their bunker, or bunker.
He is definitely running fast. He must have a lot of run speed on that thing. A lot of special charge too, given how fast the bubble gauge up at the top right is filling up. 2 down on the side of FruitPunchers, however, which is not a great situation to be in on Clamblitz. Corgi's going to try and civvy him out of there, and he's going to run into mid to try and pop those bubbles. Doesn't seem to really work. Slosher versus Slosher, resulting in a trade as the try takes out the Kenton machine.
Nolan, I believe going up to mid now. Just trying to put as much pressure as they could on Corgi's fan club. They got bomb ready. It could be time for a new push.
And it looks like it will be. The bomb is out. Unfortunately, Nolan almost manages to run straight back into that bomb there. It will delay the push, though, even though the knot on the side of Corgi's fan club does go down. on the push is delayed. They do not have that Booyah to help push in. And here we go, first push of the game with just over 3 minutes remaining. However, it's not going to be a super big one for as far as it can tell. 3 down on the side of FruitPunchers. No clue where to remix it. Not the remix, the heavy is. And so you're seeing a Splatling on the stage, the remix. Corgi manages to get that last pick, and then they're going to rush into mid. 71 points on the board remaining. So, not a great first push. One unpowered clam, 3 small clams will tie that. 4 small clams will get the lead.
For currently, they're not just pop their jet, maybe trying to get a counter, a push, and they do. They just need a few clams in, and then that's lead, which they just took, so.
That is the kind of push you want to see on this map, especially when pushing in can be really hard. Already down to 44 points, and the push is still going if they can pick off that slosher, and they do. So Corgi fan number 2 is going to try and rush in. Unfortunately, dies to a very well-placed bomb by Barry, who is doing such a great job with those bombs. One more clam goes in, so that push will end at 41 with a penalty of 29.
Currently a 44, all the way the CBS going down to Barry's splat bomb. They may be trying to get leads back with down on Corgi's fan club, but they may be saving that. I mean, they did just pop them, so you never know.
Yeah, one thing that you will notice about higher level play like this is that teams do not always grab the pity automatically. It's much safer to leave it, and then if you have to jump in with it to extend the push, then that's an extra 20 points out of nowhere. They do manage to get the basket open, but 2 do go down. And Corgi is already over by that elbow trying to stop people from coming in. The try manages to get into mid and takes out 2 before Corgi finds them. So not the full team wipe that Corgi's fan club was hoping to get on FruitPunchers, but definitely stopped that push there before a lot of damage could be done.
Corgi trying to pressure as much mid as possible. Put as much pressure on mid as possible, falling down to Barry's spot bomb, I believe. Corgi fan club is trying to play defense right now. Barry going down to Corgi number 3's junior, which just makes them take the lead, but.
Yes, they jumped with that power climb as we were talking earlier, which got them that extra 20 points out of nowhere. That's going to give them a pretty decent penalty bow. So each team will need at least 1 power clam and a couple extra clams to get rid of that penalty. However, it is important to note that currently Corgi's fan club has 2 power clams available. They'll have to keep juggling it while their teammates die, but they do have more than enough to get close to taking lead here. Bubbles come out to try and stop a push. Splashdown will come out to neutralize them. Unfortunately, they die before they can get that neutralization off. If each team has 2 people on the field, make that 1 for Corgi's fan club. The Knot is the only one alive, and they have about 20 seconds to get that football over to the other clam basket if they want to keep their tournament dreams alive here.
Oh, they pick it up just in time. 2 down though. Oh yeah, that may just be game.
That will be game. The junior is the last one up. He dies, and that will be it for Corgi's fan club in this tournament series. So FruitPuncher takes this set 3-1.
I mean, great job on Corgi's fan club for trying to fight back last game, but sadly, this game they were so close to pushing up. It's just they couldn't do it.
Yeah, that last push there, such an unfortunate timing for that 3-down situation on Corgi's fan club. That really let FruitPunchers get that huge second push in. Good job to them, though, and we definitely hope to see more of them in the future. FruitPunchers, meanwhile, is going to move on to phase. I think it's. I need to pull up the bracket again. I'm not 100% sure who they'll be facing yet. Thank you, Noodles, in the chat. Also, to answer the question from Isaac in the chat, not in Top Cut. This is a single elimination tournament now. Groups into single elimination. The Skittles will be fighting FruitPunchers version 2. The winner of that will fight Arctic Moon. Meanwhile, on the other side of the bracket, we have Jackpot versus Madness and the Boys. Currently 2-1 in favor of Jackpot, and the winner of that will fight whoever beats Newt Fan. The winner of match number 9, BackPink, is currently waiting on Alter Ego versus Newt's fan club to finish before they fight the winner of that. We're going to take a small break, and I believe our section of commentary is done, Band Kids. So where can our lovely viewers find you if they want to bug you on social media?
If you would like to bug me, for sure, you can find me on Twitter at _bandkid. That's really it, unless you... Yeah, that's really it, since that's where everyone goes. Or, if for some reason you want to know my Discord, just bandkid. My tag is 9624, so... If you're interested in that, have fun. Go wild.
Then I can be found at Shadow_42, and then my Discord is Chad's #5211. We also invite all of you to join the IPL Discord, or maybe sign up for some tournaments in the future. We'd love to see you play. That's going to be it for this
Especially for testing grounds coming up this week.
Yes, sign up for testing grounds, people. Sneck will be happy if you do. We're going to take a break, and that's going to be it from us. Stick around for the rest of Top Cut.
And we are back with the next round of Swim or Sink. A big hello to everyone here. I'm your commentator, Hohen Hero, along with Devi from the West Broadway Grillers.
Hello.
And we're on to our next round here. And we have BackPink playing Alter Ego up next. BackPink has Biscuit, Kaio, Super Jared, Doomed, 2D, and Sniper. Meanwhile, Alter Ego has Clown, Justin, Ellis, Shy, and Pika. So, Devi, what do you know about these two teams?
I'm sure a lot of people know quite a few names in this roster, especially a lot from BackPink. They've made their presence here definitely more than once.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
They've
sure
won a
someone.
number of times.
I'm pretty sure, like, if yeah, they're definitely one of the more well-known Splat squads that you will see around. So, but
Absolutely.
yeah.
So, honestly, they're probably the favorites to win here, but we can't just count out the other team quite just yet.
Mhm.
So, since we don't have much time left, our first game up is going to be Splat Zones on New Albacore Hotel. And it looks like the game's going to be starting here. So, so much for talking about it, but I do expect to see some range here to make
Oh
it
yeah, that's
work.
what this map is range, but yet there's still enough areas for a couple short range to do some quick maneuvers around the left or right side of the map to even it out.
Yeah, and there's the range there, 96, Heavy, Nautilus, Sniper. So plenty of range coming in here from both sides. BackPink in the green and Alter Ego in the blue as we head right in.
You see Doomed here
Alright,
painting
so-
up. And Alter Ego just coming in from their right side, immediately going for zone. They got a pick. There's no stopping here. Just quick action going and already counting down on the zone with 3 down on the side of Alter Ego.
It's an excellent first push there. If they can get up and lock down, which is what they're attempting to do here, trying to force that slosher off the ledge, then, well, Alter Ego's not really going to have much of a chance here. But those 10 missiles are going to take out the 96 as Alter Ego pushes back into mid.
Slosher coming in, just painting that zone. It's really close to getting capped, but BackPink is just saying no.
Not quite. And did I spy a flank through the back? Maybe. We'll have to see if that comes to fruition, but it looks like that BackPink successfully defended that zone from being capped. Quite a defense there. Could not have been easy at all. And now they're just going to pull out the inkjet to try to lock down for the next 20 seconds, or not even seconds, and take this win. So Alter Ego has to do something now, otherwise this is going to be a very short game.
The bucket here being their only hope. They did get a trade, but I don't think that's going to be
Nope.
enough. Nope.
Nope, that is a very quick game in favor of BackPink, who will take this first game of our best of 5 set.
Very strong opening, just coming out similar way. They got a pick and just continued to press up. We saw 2 people go into their street and take where usually the back line would sit and just block the entryways in. The bucket, again, was the last line of... was the last hope there for Alter Ego, just trying to do their best. But they had a really close call at getting capped there, but BackPink just outpainted them.
Yeah, there was unfortunately no hope for them due to that outpainting. So that was that match. On to the next one. So we have Tower Control on Inkblot Art Academy up next. Interesting map, in my opinion. I enjoy Inkblot myself, and Tower Control, I don't think it's a bad Tower Control map. What are your thoughts, Devi?
No, it's actually a pretty decent one. It can go really quickly though, because it seems tight in the middle, in around the stacks. Because you got to get the tower around the thin path between wall and stack, so that's usually the tougher part to get by. But if you got enough pressure on their plot, you get the man advantage, push up. It can be just a quick, easy ride to goal.
Yeah, it can be really quick to just completely knock out on Tower Control when you do that on Inkblot. As for weapons here, not sure. I'm honestly hoping I'd see a blaster here. I know they're not very popular though, but Tower Control is the mode to use them in if you're going to use them in. So
I've definitely seen a few teams using Blaster more often on this map mode actually recently. But for in this where these two teams are at, could be a lot of things. Bucket, maybe we might see K Machine come out here.
possibly Umbrella.
Yeah, that could work. You could make really. I always say you could make anything work if you practice it enough. Even if
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not quite meta. I mean, if you practice it enough, I think you can make it work.
I'm all one for experimenting and trying things myself. So yeah, try it out. That's my opinion on it. And here we go. Our second game coming up. Inkblot Art Academy Tower Control. So let's see. We do have
There's
that
a
blaster
blaster.
coming out. So it looks like BackPink will opt to take the blaster.
You kind of got a more general comp on the side of BackPink with the NZAP, Nautilus, Bucket, Sniper.
Yeah, pretty standard.
The Swiffer coming out on Alter the Ego, though, is an interesting choice. I'm curious to see how well that's going to do.
I think it could work fairly well. Depending on how they play it, of course. If I was playing it, there's no hope, but yeah. Anyways, it looks like
Wow.
BackPink's going to go ahead and just storm right into the plat back here, and that is going to be the start of a big push, just like we discussed.
There was no ringing the doorbell. It's just coming in through the stairs, breaking down the door, and they are just now in Alter Ego's spawn.
Yeah, this is going to be a quick match.
You never know.
Well, hopefully not. Hopefully not.
You never know. Anything can happen. Squiffer here is looking to try to get Doomed. Doom's doing a good job sharking here. He's getting tag teamed.
2v1, so he's
It
going
is
to
a
have to
2v1.
back out here.
They did manage to get a pick on them, though. They got enough fall-off shot to help the Slosher here get that pick. Slosher just just in the bait.
It's just going to live in spawn at this point. They're just going to continue to harass Alter Ego in their spawn, with Alter Ego not really doing much to get them out at this point, causing all sorts of problems on the defense here. But the tower is not moving, though, so there is that.
There were some members of Alter Ego on the window or the booth there. They tried to contest tower, so it was stuck at 25 for a little bit, but BackPink just was able to win those fights and continue on their merry way to victory.
Yeah, this so far has been a very quick set of matches. BackPink showing their dominance over Alter Ego quite handily. But we'll see if Alter Ego can adapt to how BackPink is playing and take this third game, which will be Clam Blitz on Macomart. Clam Blitz is always a very interesting mode because it's very team-oriented, and Macomart is one of the absolute favorite maps in this entire community. It could be a very good game, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's a nice map to use for any mode, and for this, I can see like similar comp coming out on at least on BackPink. They might bring a couple other things. Usually, you see splooshes on this map.
Sploosh.
Yep, you can see splooshes come out on this map.
Yeah, that seems reasonable with the amount of area for them to move around, and that seems reasonable.
They got a lot of cover there in most areas. As long as they've got paint on their side, it's always nice to have like someone above them, and they're
maybe a tent umbrella.
Very quick. I've seen tents here. Yeah, tents can do nice pushes through middle, but I don't think these comps are going to bring umbrella.
Yeah, I haven't really seen it yet, so I'm not too sure about umbrella being used.
I think it's going to be a pretty fast-paced comp, similar to what we've seen. Charger probably still going to come out. Yeah.
Yeah, I do expect a fast-paced comp here as well. Slosher, Sploosh, those kind of weapons are pretty fast-paced here. So that makes sense to me. Nautilus again, maybe? Maybe we'll see.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Nautilus can be controlling going up and down.
So what about some weird choices that you think might happen?
Weird choices. I've seen Luna here.
Oh, Luna.
That is definitely a weird one, but you know what? It's its presence, once the Luna makes themselves known, it can serve as a distraction. But I don't think we're going to see the Luna here. But for odd choices, that would definitely be an odd one for Clan Blitz on this map.
Absolutely.
I'd see it on tower, but there is still a blaster though. So
a blaster on
and a
both
clash!
sides and a bamboozler. No Brella though.
All right.
So we'll see if that bamboozler can still be effective. I would hope so. So Alter Ego coming out with that blaster and bamboo. See if they can control enough paint to make use of those, or at least the blaster.
Looks like both sloshers they're trying to contest the stack, but it's the clash that goes down first, and there's 2 down on BackPink to begin with.
So this is Alter Ego's chance to get started here strong. They're going to team up on this Splatling and just, go down 3.
Ooh.
That is not what you want to see if you're on Alter Ego. That is the opposite of what you want. So Alter Ego needs to regroup here as BackPink is going to go ahead and paint up and push up in preparation for a chance to score, really. They're going to need a couple picks first, but yeah.
Clash there was painting to get their missiles up and used the obstacles really well. Just stayed along the wall, avoiding all the shots that were coming over the head, and now trying to get a couple picks here. Does go down, but is trade-off. Yeah.
So there's a couple picks there, and BackPink has started to score, just getting the power clam in so far, but they are moving around the back, but that will not happen, and it looks like this will just be a power clam score. Not very good at all. Not what you want to see. You always want to try to get at least like a couple clams in. Ideally, get like down to 50, maybe more.
I have seen it where teams would just, they would score, they go back at their special, go in, score again one by one. I know it's not the optimal play, but I have seen them slowly trickle down their score. But it looks like Alter Ego here, Bamboo's painting up, they're going to get a bunch of clams in here, maybe? Yep, they're down to, going down 50, there we go.
That's a decent push.
There's the 50
That's a decent push. Oh, but that Nautilus gets a nice pick right there. I didn't even see that. And they're going to go ahead and just charge right on in here, and it looks like they're ready to score here.
And Jet's coming out, painting the area. They saw that their teammate went down behind, trying to get this pick. Slosher ends up winning. Where's the Bamboo one? The Bamboo one. Slosher with the help, though.
So it looks like they're going to go for another just quick throw here to get those points, or at least cut down the penalty, rather, which, not bad. But it could have been saved for a push, possibly. Nice double.
But BackPink gonna still be able to score here, but getting picked off.
They're still scoring.
Maybe score, yep.
They're still
they might
scoring.
Be able to hold it.
It looks like they're gonna hold it. And they do hold at 64 as Alter Ego again gets ready to move in here, starting to get those picks. Got one, and they're gonna push up onto the stack here. Lots of dancing around here, trying to take out the biggest threats in the area while gathering enough clams.
Pika's been doing a really good job getting their sloshes in the proper area, making it harder for BackPink to move. And there has been follow-up with the sloshes.
And that is the wipe.
That's a wipe.
This could be devastating. 42, that's cool, but you're wiped now. They did get into position in time to prevent a devastating score. But it does put a lot of power on the side of BackPink. Yeah, 3 power clams. That is a devastating score if they get them all in. Oh, the chicken bomb gets them.
Blaster here moved up, going for the picks. BackPink was trying to keep mid-control, and it was just a war for the middle there. Alter Ego coming out with the win and being able to score some points. Slosher here trying to move around, but does get picked by the Bamboos. Two of them still holding strong in mid for Alter Ego. Just keeping paint control up, making sure BackPink can't find a way in, but the Clash and the specials combos are coming out right now. And it looks like they might be able to come in.
Paint control is absolutely essential for a blaster, and it seems like they're really helping their blaster out that way. They've adjusted to BackPink, and it looks like they're going to be able to play a lot better here, assuming they can get the lead back after what BackPink just did. They're going to have to stop this push first, though.
Whew. Just trying to stay alive and back.
Oh, so
While they were
close.
trying to take care of the one in behind, the rest of the teammates score from in front, and that is the game.
Commentators curse. Things look like they're going Alter Ego's way, and it just gets turned around while I'm talking. Oh, well. So that is a 3-0 for BackPink. Alter Ego with a good attempt there on Clam Blitz, but nevertheless, it was not to be. BackPink will take this set.
Again, we saw the first two games. They didn't quite go in Alter Ego's way, but the third game, there was definitely a fight. It went back and forth between Basket and Basket, and in the end, BackPink just held it and pushed from both sides, front and back, and got the lead, and were able to take it.
Just like Alter Ego was able to adjust to how BackPink was playing, BackPink was able to adjust to Alter Ego, but they did it much faster. It didn't take them 2 games to do so. They were able to just snap in the middle of a match without any comp change, make that change, which is absolutely essential. All right, so let's see who we have up next. Next up, we have the Skittles up against Arctic Moon. So the Skittles is a pickup. Let's see, where's my list? I lost my list of players. Consisting of Juan, Nico, Bagel, and Chara. Bagel and Chara, I do recognize. I do not recognize Juan and Nico. Possibly that's on me, though. Arctic Moon, that's a name we definitely recognize. They played quite a bit. So, yeah. What are your thoughts on these teams, Debbie?
I haven't seen them play in a while, but I know they have played recently, but I just haven't seen it myself. But I can expect a pretty good matchup here.
Excellent, excellent. Hopefully we get some tightly contested games here. As we head into our first game, Tower Control on Starfish main stage. So, Starfish on Tower Control. Starfish has been improved a lot since they did that remodel of it. Tower Control, I don't think it's too bad. It's not my favorite Tower Control map, though.
You can see a bunch of different strategies coming through here. Like, it's going through the street is the hardest part to get some of like the tower through, and then just getting it down. Lots of special coordinated pushes are required to get past the second checkpoint for sure. Making sure that you just lock out the enemy from, usually they like to come in from the top. Like, if you're the enemy coming into defend, they'll come in from the top right. You want to make sure you lock that down. But you can see lots of different strategies come in. I've seen double missile, double booyah ray, lots of different combos coming in to make this an interesting map mode. There's also a lot of flanking opportunities.
Oh yes, I know that all too well. Flanking through mid is, in the early game, a viable strategy. Later on, it can just be a little bit of an overextension of a flank, though. But we'll see what happens here as we go ahead and get started with Tower Control on Starfish main stage. All right, here we go. Looks like we've got the Hydra coming out on the side of the Skittles, along with the Nautilus and Zap and Kensa.
As a Hydra main, I love seeing this.
Oh yes, whenever I have to play backline, I'll play Hydra. So I agree with you. On the other side, we've got on the other side we've got the Octo Brush, though, which is not something I see too often. But along with the Nautilus and Zap and the Kensa shot, which are definitely far more common picks. But we'll see.
Hammer and armor coming out right away on Arctic Moon's side. We saw them move in together on the left of the Hydra here as the tower is pushing. Looks like a flank was taken down on the right. Hydra here is still looking to contest the tower. There looks like there's a brush in mid. Arctic Moon still trying to push. Inkjet comes out. Let's see if Hydra and
teammate just going to go ahead and force our Hydra off the stack here, which puts him out of position and makes it far easier to push that
Nice
tower.
kill
But
on
the
the
hammer does go down to the Hydra, who is not out by any means. And we're going to go ahead and continue on here. Hydra is going to go down to that Kenza shot, and we're going to move on in. Up on
We
the
see a
tower
wipe.
comes Krakens, and this wipe, and they're just going to go ahead and ride right through street. It's just about the perfect time for a wipe. Well, maybe it could have been a little later, but maybe they can get another one.
You get
For their
one
credit.
wipe. You just want to take the advantage on it. In this case,
Yeah,
looks
you
like-
go 2 down immediately, and that brush is going to have to fall back. So this will not happen again. Not if the Skittles have anything to say about it.
okay. I think I had the. I think colors are backwards. I believe Arctic Moon's orange, so I think I had that backwards.
No, Arctic Moon is.
Okay, yeah. I had that
no,
backwards.
we do have it backwards. Okay,
Skittles are
apologies.
in the lead.
Okay. Never mind. Arctic Moon's gonna go ahead and try to defend here. As Skittles go ahead and push on up into the Skittles Arctic Moon's pace. I am all
Rush
turned
is really
around now.
close to getting that pick. Did get the assist on that on lights there. This hammer. That
It's
is a
just gonna-
ledge camping hammer. That is what you want to do. Just do the upswing on a ledge and see if you can get someone who's standing too close to it.
Yeah, that's a devastating tactic for someone who's unaware of it, but I'm sure both these teams are very aware of it, considering that they are experienced players.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. But you never know. One might slip up, and that's where you want to catch the mistakes.
Absolutely. You got to take every inch you can get when you're playing at a higher level,
Trade
and
splat
that's
there.
exactly what they're going to do.
Trade splat leading to a wipe, and now Arctic Moon is taking their chance to move on up.
Arctic Moon's going to go ahead and push up here, get a nice pick there, and try to stop this defense on the left-hand side. Meanwhile, right hand, we have the Booyah coming out. We have the brush up on Plat, and Splatling will go down along with Enzap in quick succession, leading for a chance for the Skittles to shut this down, which they will promptly do.
Bagel here looking for that flank.
He's just going to go on right up top and paint
Goes
and
down.
quickly get picked by the Enzap 85 here, who's going to go ahead and try to move in, and well, he did get in, but in the end he does get picked by the other Enzap. Armor out, and the Skittles are going to try to start another counter to this, and they're going to just completely rush down their enemies in their base here, paint up, and get ready for their next push attempt. Or at the very least, defense, because there is only a minute left here now.
This is what the Skittles comp is meant for. It's just to push forward as soon as they get an opportunity and just no waiting. They're going forward. They're going to be aggro. They don't want anything to slip by them. And if it does, they can quickly just shift towards it.
Absolutely. So that Hydra coming out and getting a nice pick there and flanking behind with a Hydra. Okay.
You don't expect the flanking Hydra.
You never expect the flanking Hydra. I will admit that. You just don't expect that. Either way, Hydra is no longer flanking, back on tower. And we're going to go ahead and try to push forward here with 20 seconds left. Arctic Moon is going to try to break the checkpoint. And they're going to need to really make a big push here. They're going to need to pass this first checkpoint, which it seems like they will be able to do.
They do have one member down, though, and Bagel
Two
here
members
is
down.
just popping back and forth, peeking, picking member off one by one, just allowing the Skittles to just get back on tower. That tower was not getting past Snipe with Bagel there.
Not at all, yeah. That's why it's so hard to move through street on this map, and unfortunately they were not able to do so, so the Skittles will go ahead and take game one here against Arctic Moon. And so we're on to our next game coming up here. Will be Clam Blitz on the Reef. Again, Clam Blitz is a very interesting mode to watch. I truly enjoy it because it definitely pushes teams to their limits with team coordination. So Reef, also not a bad map. I would like to see Humpback, but well, not Humpback, Anchovy games, but maybe another time.
Anchovy's definitely an interesting one to see, but we're looking at the Reef now. Reef's got quite a few different pathways to come into, lots of flank opportunities, and if the Skittles come in with a comp that they just had, oh boy.
Yeah, they're gonna need to change that up a little bit if they want to do well here, but I'm sure they're aware of that.
I think that's actually gonna. Arctic Moon has to figure out how to deal with that, because the consistency with those aggro weapons make it a lot harder for the slower ones to get anything done, especially with how quickly they can move and how fast they can flank. They really need to keep their map awareness up.
That is true. All right, so here we go. Clam Blitz on the Reef. We've got, we're coming out with, looks like the same comp on the side of the Skittles. Meanwhile, Arctic Moon has, did they change it up a bit? I can't tell. I'm not sure.
I think it is okay.
It's the same comp.
It is the same. I thought something was different, but yeah, it looks the same on both.
I guess they're confident in their comp. I guess.
Oh yeah, if you're confident in it, then that's what you want to stick with. Hammer and Armor coming out together.
Ooh.
Did get the trade though.
It's a triple. That was not from the one person, but 3 down. So.
Oh boy.
Here comes the Skittles. Should just be a heavy push here, and we'll see if Arctic Moon can adjust to what the Skittles is doing, and go ahead and make this counter here. But right now, Inkjet out, which gets 1.
There's 2 Inkjets out.
Double jet.
Double Inkjet. Woo! Clearing that path away. It looks like they got 2 picks with that, but one of them does go down. They only have 5 clams, so they just they don't have
did a lot of damage, but they were not prepared for the push.
Oh wait, they did pop it though. I did not see that the basket was open. I missed that.
Yeah, things are a bit blurry on our end, but that's all right. I'm gonna go ahead and have 2 go down on the side of Arctic Moon, and another go down on the side of Arctic Moon when 1 respawns. It's just continuing to be a bit of a slaughterfest there, but Skittles seems to be being pushed back now. A bit of a stalemate here.
Hydra there trying to get their
by control for bridge.
If Arctic Moon can get the Hydra installed around bridge, then that's a big opportunity for them, but they still have to be aware of the quick flankers that can just come around behind the Hydra and get their strong point away from them, so they're forced to play back, just kind of like how they are right now. So it's 2-2 right now, and it looks like they're still just looking to keep paint control, making sure that none of the members of the Skittles can get in, but we see a fight under bridge. Booyah Bum coming out too.
Yeah, looks like we're gonna go ahead and just continue to fight here in mid, vying for control of the map, which is good for the Skittles, who have the lead currently. Arctic Moon's gonna want to quickly get into position. They were about halfway through this second game here, but Arctic Moon bringing out the specials. The Inkjet just barely does not get that pick there, as they go ahead and move on up. Arctic Moon does get taken down by Skittles Inkjet there, as Arctic Moon takes their first score here. They're going to want a few more points here, really.
They did take lead.
Ah, they did when I wasn't looking. I look away from the score, and every time.
Yeah, no, Skittles had to counter Inkjet, but there was still a member over by car throwing in clams, and they were able to just barely reclaim the lead. But Skittles here, they've got 2 power clams to work with. They've got 3 specials. I can see them probably getting in here. Arctic Moon really has to put up a defense here, as the first Inkjet had come out. We see the Nautilus getting a pick, but quickly getting picked right back. Booyah, come out.
Skittles with mid control. They just wait for the right time. It looks like that time is... Yep, nope, they're going to go down. Arctic Moon is going to make a successful defensive play there and take down the Skittles before they can score. Excellent on their part as they move in to take control of bridge here to prevent further pushes. And with 1 minute and 10 seconds left in the game, the Skittles does not have much time to score. Looks like they need a power clam and a clam, actually, V2 take the lead here.
They don't need too much to take it, and they're already a member down. Arctic Moon's got the advantage here.
Two down.
With a trade in the left corner, and we see the Nautilus
3
taking
down.
bridge.
This is decisive. Arctic Moon here could just take advantage of that, but it looks like things are going to go ahead and even out here quickly
Hydra's control.
without
This
much
is
happening.
big. 30 seconds left. Hydra has their bridge control. They've got 23 clams to work with. Arctic Moon has the lead. They just need to hold control, make sure the Skittles don't come back in, and they did pick another member off.
Arctic Moon's going to fall back all the way to their basket and defend from this push from the flank here. With 10 seconds remaining in the game, overtime coming up. Again, from bridge. And the Inkjet comes out from bridge. Here's the chance for Skittles. They've got this Inkjet going. We've got more pushing into. It looks like Arctic Moon's ready for that, but they were not ready for the drop roller. Nautilus going to try to do some damage here, but it doesn't look like much is going to happen here. Oh, Hydra goes down. That's a big pick. But do they have enough time?
Oh, no, they don't.
They do not, and that will be that.
That's solid defense by Arctic Moon. To stop that 3 special push that Skittles had was huge for them. Then they maintained control, and it looks like they were picking off members of the Skittles one by one, which made it really hard for them to come in as a unit. They looked a little staggered towards the end.
Yeah, looks like they were really confident in their comp, and they were able to adjust even if it wasn't a comp change, which is excellent on them. Absolutely essential to the game of Splatoon to be able to adjust mid-match. So now we see where this goes from here. So we've got Arctic Moon and the Skittles each with a win, each adjusting to one another, and we've got Splat Zones on Blackbelly Skate Park. What do you think is going to happen?
Yeah. I honestly couldn't tell you. This is a map mode. That's the best thing I gotta say for this.
It is a map. It is a map.
You see a lot of buckets on this map, and I'm wondering if they're gonna show here.
Oh, I'm pretty sure we'll have a bucket. I could, if I was a betting man, I would bet on it. But yeah, so other than that, other possible things, a backline would be excellent for holding tower or otherwise ulting tower. Probably a Splatling, maybe a Nautilus. Don't want to go
holding tower. We'll call top mid tower. We'll see.
Hey.
Explo's pretty powerful on this map mode. Actually, no, I thought it was zones. Sorry, Rainmaker.
I thought it said zones as well.
Okay, Rainmaker.
That's strange. Okay.
We no longer have a so-called, in air quotes, tower in mid anymore.
Okay. I call it tower, except when we're playing tower control. I just weird like that. But yes, we have Rainmaker, so that tower is been flattened, which is probably for the best, in all honesty. And we have a much more open mid. Now I know why we called it Splat Zones. Yeah, the wrong map mode was selected, so they're gonna just go ahead and knock this one out, and we'll be back with Rainmaker here in a moment. So that makes a lot of sense.
11 out of 10 action here, people.
Yeah, the sprinkler going on.
Yep.
Oh dear. Anyways, yeah. So
party on the block. Uh-oh. Just have a party on the block.
Death on the block.
Nope. Okay, we don't want a party on the block. There we go. Yes, join the fun bucket. Join them.
It's just. Oh dear. Yeah, there's all sorts of shenanigans that can go on in situations like this. Usually I see like everyone just grouping up and doing something silly, but this works too. Just charge up the Booyah Bomb, spin around as quickly as possible, and see where it lands.
If you want to get dizzy, that's how you do it.
Yeah, I can't watch. I didn't watch that. It's just like, okay, let's not do that, guys.
That's worse than
Guys,
going on,
I
like,
need
a
to be able to.
scramble
I need to
ride.
be able to. I need to be able to see when we do the actual game. So let's not spin the screen round at 100 miles an hour. Thanks.
But I want to be a rapid sprinkler. Let me follow my
Okay,
dream.
it's already blurry enough. Thank you. Hopefully, it's better quality for you all watching. Oh dear, here we go. Yeah, okay.
Okay,
It is
so
excellent.
Rainmaker
on Black
Belly.
Belly.
Now this is a map mode I actually don't mind. Like this is the one Black Belly map mode. Like I said, like I enjoy. You can see a lot of interesting things happen here. Lots of different comps. You see Stingray coming out here quite a bit. But yeah, you could
I've
see it
seen
all aggressive.
plenty of times where teams will just leave the Rainmaker unattended on this map mode where they just get flanked because of that. So
Oh yeah.
if there's one piece of advice I could give to these teams, if they didn't know already, do not, under any circumstances, leave the Rainmaker unattended on this map mode. It's, in my opinion, it's more dangerous than normal. It's dangerous enough at normal. So here we go. Skittles coming out with, it appears to be the same comp, and Arctic Moon's just switching out for the Hydra for the V-Jet. Or not the V-Jet.
It's a Ray spam C-Jet by the looks of it, and there's the first Ray.
Already, yes. That is definitely Ray spam if I've ever seen it.
Hammer's ready to roll by the brush here, looking to see if they can find somewhere to use it. 2 down already on the side of Arctic Moon, and Skittles just moving in. There's the hammer. As I
just
say,
gets a nice pick there.
as I say, they got hammed.
Oh my word.
And here they go.
It's just absolute annihilation by Chara and the rest of the Skittles right now, so this could be a very quick game, and it looks like it might be here. They're trying to get these key picks. There's still 4 up. The Rainmaker's pop, but it looks like Arctic Moon is going to go ahead and use specials and defend that Rainmaker fiercely. So it looks like no easy wins here for the Skittles. They're going to have to try again if they want that KO.
Looks like they're still trying to hold forward, and the brush is back right away. Nautilus held their ground, and Skittles are still up in Arctic Moon's face. They're just not
they
letting
had 3
them go
down
by.
a minute ago. They're definitely in a position. The only delay here is they have to go bring the Rainmaker over here to win.
Yep.
Here comes that Ray, courtesy of the C-Jet spam, which does take down that Rainmaker, which is absolutely critical. And they're going to go ahead and push them over into Pipe now. However, but going down to those 10 missiles from the K-Shot, who's going to... Looks like they're going to attempt to push rather than pilfer the Rainmaker. Always got to keep an eye out for that.
Oh, yes. And then we see a fight going down there. Ooh, going down to the 52.
Nice pick from the 52. Yes. He's going to go ahead and booyah on the Nautilus and does not get that pick, but is he going to get it here? Yes, he does, and he backs out in time to stay alive here as he pushes up into the Skittles base here in an attempt to take that back. Ooh. Another nice pick from the K52. As the Rainmaker just gets down to 32 before going down to the Brush, who gets 2 picks here with the hammer to make it a 3rd. Chara on fire there.
This Brush is showing no signs of quitting, just like a Brush should do. Just keep on going. Be the nuisance Brush you're meant to be.
Absolutely, that's how they work. That's just how they play. Oh, I could confirm that. As someone occasionally plays it, but more as someone who...
Bagel here is now painting forward, looking to maybe get a pick on the Ray. Nope, just painting forward. Does have Inkjet at the ready though. Not gonna overextend. Does see a teammate goes down behind, looking to contest this fight.
He's gonna get pinchered here. He does take one. He does take one there. Okay, so he's not getting pinchered.
No.
Gets
wow.
the other. Wow. Okay.
They get the 3rd.
He's gonna try to go for that 3rd right now, and he gets the 3rd in the corner. And Skittles is gonna go ahead and pop the Rainmaker, and here comes the Inkjet for the push, and gets a pick with that jet.
5.
Bagel with the next pick. Bagel on fire here. Here we go. up the path. Bagel's going to lead the charge here along with Dwan and the Rainmaker as they attempt to get up here. Booyah Bomb coming out to try to push back Skittles. And it looks like they're successfully holding the line here. It's a bit of a stalemate as the Skittles do have to retreat. 1 minute remaining in the game. The Skittles do have the lead and the Rainmaker right now.
We always see that one member of Arctic Moon just behind in the half pipe while Stingray's coming out, which is really cool to get by there, but Skittles able to pick up on it, and Bagel's just turning around and picking that one off when they...
And there's another pick. If it was faster, that it would have been 3 total, but they gotta keep doing it. The respawns keep coming. Bagel off to get more picks. How long will the Nautilus go?
Well, he's done now.
Until I say that. That's how.
That is 3 down, and
Arctic Moon is just gonna go ahead and head right over here with 24 seconds left in the game, and probably just 1, maybe 2 pushes left if they get picked here, which yeah they do. So maybe 1 more push here. Arctic Moon needs to grab this Rainmaker now.
Oh, the hammer throw. And oh my goodness, this Chara just saying nope.
This game is over.
No
Chara
overtime
with
for
the
you.
shutdown. And that was a good game. So with that, the Skittles takes a decisive 2-1 lead in this best of 5. Arctic Moon needing the next 2 to win. Skittles only needing 1 of them.
You see Bagel coming out with a 19 KA there, followed by the Brushes 11, but Twig also getting 11 there too. Twig had a really good pop-off moment on the enemy's suicide there. Just clearing people out, using the wall in really, really important places and just going crazy.
Absolutely, yeah. So next up we have honestly, I don't mind Rainmaker on Blackberry that much, but I think I'd prefer Splat Zones on Humpback Pump Track. What about you?
Yes, this one can be very back and forth. Like this one can go just kind of like how Clown Blitz can, when like you get the zone, you push forward, then the other team can just get a strong push and just take it right back and just have it like blow up in your face, and then it just goes back and forth and back and forth, and it's just holy smokes.
Rainmaker.
You see a lot of action on this map mode for sure. Definitely one of the more popular ones to see as well.
Yeah, Humpback's very interesting. Pushing into base is going to be a little tricky no matter which way you look at it, but no more time to talk about the map. Time for action. Here we go. So we got looks like just about the same comp coming out on the side of Skittles and Arctic Moon. Again, same thing. Backline did switch over to the heavy remix though, so both teams still comfortable with their comps. It just comes down to how well does each side play a given map mode and handle it. Pros and cons of each weapon on the sides as well. So that heavy splatling off in the enemy base right now, I believe. Yes. Interesting choice here.
This is actually a common thing. Seeing the backline come around to the enemy's window and just getting shots off from that angle, then you can push other team back, and then your teammates will just pick them off. And now look at you got the heavy in base, able to push oncoming people back and still paint zones. So you're quite a nuisance in this position actually as a backline there.
And I can absolutely see that after watching Dago play there. And it looks like Arctic Moon is going to go ahead and try to push into zone here, and they do successfully do that, taking zone and continue to try to push here. But it's heavily contested right now,
it is,
to say the least.
See specials coming out. It's now changing. It's neutral. Looks like there's still a big fight going down in mid. It's going. It doesn't know where it's going quite yet.
Back and forth. Booyah Bomb coming out. That's going to help Arctic Moon a bit, but I'm not sure how effective that was. It would have been far more effective if it enabled a few key picks here. Skittles going to go ahead and move in back here through a flank, and they do get picked without taking anyone down. Devastating for them, but they do get the zone for a time here, and it looks like they get some critical picks. And Arctic Moon with quite a few picks there. They're not all contiguous, I mean, but that is basically a wipe. I
It was
believe.
close to. Oh, nice pick by Twig there. Just picking the one trying to get up to window, but Arctic
Barely
Moon
on that
did
edge.
win the zone control there, but it looks like the Skittles are not quite fully there to come back in together yet, but it looks like they're trying to make a move in front of Twig there. They popped armor. It looks like that's their signal to go. They did get 2 picks there in exchange of 1. Oh, now they went to 2. This could be pretty. This is still pretty even. But there's a brush that got traded with. Still in Arctic Moon's favor.
It's gonna be close. Skittles needs just a bit more paint on that zone, and they can take it here. And they're gonna have to do it fast with 15 seconds counter. And it looks like they do
You take it.
tag that zone, even if they may lose it here shortly, which is extremely important for them.
Now in control, Skittles have it, and there's no penalty, so it's counting down. But is it going to stay yellow for very long? Because it looks like Arctic Moon's coming back in. They have neutralized it. They're just trying to paint over the 2 shooters, painting it. It looks like the brush is nearby on this remix.
Yep, there he is. He does get taken down though in the end, so good move on the side of Skittles there. Skittles back in control of this zone. Arctic Moon trying to take it back because they know they don't have a ton of time. They have some time. They don't need to panic rush. That's a terrible idea.
C2
But
here is just painting with
get
bombs.
ready to go.
Doing junior
Yeah.
things, just popping bombs over and over and over. Popped
Here comes
armor.
the Booyah Bomb and the armor coming out right now as they push in, and they do cap that zone, helping to solidify their lead as they can now not only prevent Skittles from having an easy win there.
That was a nice catch on the brush there that just came off to the side. Just
Absolutely
making the NZAP the only one alive. Just waiting for their teammates to come back in, see if they can maybe take back control before penalty's over. There's 13 seconds left in this penalty.
They have almost no time. They have to go here.
It looks like they made a move, and they did get the cap.
They got a couple key picks there. That make that 3 picks.
down.
Are they going to get the 4th pick? Where is
No,
that junior?
The 4th one jumped out. They had eyes on it. It
Alright.
looks like the 4th one got to safety.
Well, that'll be good for Arctic Moon's sake. And it looks like the Skittles is going to get ready for possibly an OT push here. It may not be necessary.
Maybe it's really close. Arctic Moon coming in with Inkjet, and their armor did go off. They're using their specials to come in. Here comes the Booyah Bomb. NZAP's just
it's
painting
going
its
to
life,
go.
painting for its
It is lead gets transferred over to the Skittles. They're going to hold here. 3 seconds left. The timer ticks down. Was that a knockout or not? Because I cannot tell.
That was a knockout. I'm pretty sure that was a knockout.
I don't know if the timer hit 0 first. No, the knockout happened moments before time ran out on the game, and the Skittles will take this set 3-1.
Nico at the end with their little victory there on the final splat they got before almost facing the camera. That would have been really beautiful if they would have faced the camera in the end. Really close, but they didn't know that. It's telepathy.
Oh man, no. We just need to get all the players in the commentary channel and have them mute and play, so they can be told to face towards the camera at the end of the match. That's clearly the most important part of the game. Really.
Still very back and forth there. Lots of action on humpback zones all the time, and good job to both teams.
All right, looks like we've got about 5 minutes till our next round, which will be our grand finals here. So I think we're gonna take a break here. All right, yeah, we're gonna take a break here. We will be back soon with grand finals of Sink or Swim. See you then. All right, guys, we are back, and with our grand final starting shortly, we do want to show you guys something first. We have a trailer for an upcoming event to show you guys, so please take a look. And we are back, and that was I Dare You, an upcoming tournament converging over multiple scenes across the Nintendo community, including Smash, Ultimate, Melee, Rivals, Pokemon, Mario Kart, and of course Splatoon 2. So it's happening Monday through next Sunday. And Splatoon, specifically, because I'm sure that's what you guys are the most interested in, is happening on Thursday and Friday at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. The signups will close at 6 o'clock Eastern Time on Thursday, I believe. And there is also a prize pool. There's $600 in prizes for this tournament now. And last thing to note is that you will be able to watch this tournament here on IPL Splatoon when we go live. So let's go ahead and move on to our grand finals here as we are starting our first round here. We have the Skittles up against BackPink. And looks like nothing really too unusual actually for Clan Blitz. I see that Bamboo's back on the side of BackPink.
Bamboo is really nice to have on Skipper. It can be really controlling, I find, on the left-hand side. But wherever it shifts, it's got its range, it's got its damage. It can definitely do its thing. And I mean, look at this. Well, I guess they got 2 down already. They had a lot of pressure, and the Inkjet getting 2. Ooh. The quick opening leads to a quick shutdown.
Yeah, absolutely. So it looks like Skittles is just going to go ahead and just push right up in here, making some key picks here to push onto BackPink.
Bagel here looking to just keep kind of paint control, looking to see what's going on. Looks like shifting, opting to jump back. Looks with 1 down already on Skittles. Looks like specials are coming out on the side of BackPink. Inkjet War. Armor coming out. There's a possibility the basket can open here. They're riding the rail. Yep, there's the basket open.
Yep, and it looks like... nice pick there from Nautilus. It looks like BackPink will take that first score here. But the Skittles are not just going to go down quietly, holding it to only 74 Power Clam plus 2, which, not bad, but it could be better, honestly.
This is only the start. There's still 3 minutes left in this game. That was a wonderful pick there. And just sharking, waiting for the moment to strike, which would happen to be right now. Are they going to get this pick? They get the trade. Bamboo following up from behind, and looks like armor was popped.
Solid pick for BackPink there. Could be a lot worse. Skittles looks like they're coming under some pressure here from the backside, which is definitely a key to pushing here. So they're going to do it again. Same rail push here. Hopefully not, at least for Skittles. Yes, they will. Mm-hmm. And that'll be another score there, right there. And the hammer coming out, getting 1. 1 before that, 1 with the hammer.
Almost
and
getting
no
another.
Pick there, almost 2.
Just out of range, but still good defense there with the precious play. Stopping BackPink, and now it looks like they're getting clams, throwing it to teammates, and they're trying to find a way in of their own, but there's an Inkjet in the way.
Skittles weakening that Inkjet, getting ready for this key push here. They're taking this backside, gathering their clams. They're getting ready for a push, and BackPink is getting ready to defend. It's like, ooh, nice pick. That's going to be a key pick there. And here comes the score. Barrier is open, and points are rocketing down to 32. Wow. Okay, that is an excellent push.
Bagel with a
And
nice pick on the slasher there, too.
we need a couple clams in here to keep it open, and they do keep it open, pushing the score down to
They only need a
6
few
and
more.
dropping. They need 2, and the Inkjet is getting
Thanks,
2
with the
key
double.
picks here. Are they going to knock out here?
No, they're white.
No, they are getting white at 5. It wasn't
So
6, it was
close.
5, but my goodness.
Oh,
Okay, the Skittles with an absolutely massive chance to just completely end the game in a 100-0 push. But instead, they get down to 5. I would take that still. But now they have to defend for the next minute against BackPink, who is not going to give up easily.
nope,
Bamboo,
they're looking
got
for the
Ray
field.
ready to go again. Are they going to try the same thing again?
They're gonna go over bunker this time, by the looks of it.
Same-ish
get the
idea,
open.
and they do get this basket opened, and that is 29 and dropping, but they do
Oh.
not get those 4 clams in. Those 4 clams are stopped
52
by the
putting
52,
it
who
work.
goes down himself, but the brush is there to defend, and the basket closes at 29 with enough penalty to prevent the next power clam from being worth anything other than a penalty killer.
There is still 30 seconds left, and it looks like the Skittles are just trying to hold control. They have to make sure BackPink cannot shut them down here. But the
Skittles
brush
might wanna
goes
just-
down. 2 go down. This could be a bad situation for the Skittles here.
Very much so, and it's a critical time to go down because BackPink can very easily just game in an instant. You cannot let your guard down. Doesn't matter. OT doesn't matter. But it looks like that didn't matter. Okay, so I'm guessing they opened the barrier when we weren't looking.
No.
Is did the power clamp fall in the water?
I don't even remember seeing them. Skittles, I believe, just kept BackPink off and did what they were supposed
They
to do.
did have a power clam. Overtime had run for a few seconds there, so I'm
I'm
wondering
not
what
sure.
happened. Well, regardless, Skittles did successfully defend against BackPink, regardless of how exactly that ended, because that was far too short to be a proper overtime. Either way, Skittles gets the win. Just good on them. On to our next game. We have Tower Control on Sturgeon Shipyard. Honestly, I don't mind this one too much. I think it's an interesting combo. What are your thoughts on this map mode?
I enjoy it myself, mainly backline things, but it can definitely be dominated with the way the Skittles have been pushing in with this all-aggressive comp. It just can get bombed out because there isn't a lot of space up on that great snipe area for a backline to move. But if they get control and can move up, that can be a scary situation.
Absolutely. So lots of fighting to be had all over the place as well. Many ledges drop down and hide around as well. Pretty flat and open in the mid area, but there's always the fight club underneath as well.
Oh yes, you cannot forget
oh,
the underneath of the bridge.
I've seen many flanks from there and many interesting battles happen there, so maybe we'll see one ourselves there. But here we go. Tower control on the Sturgeon Shipyard. No more speculation. It is time for action.
Continue
looks
to keep
like-
to their roots. Charger
Looks like
has been
BackPink
brought
is
out.
the only one going to be changing their comp, really, with Sniper, Bucket, Nautilus, and Enzap coming out for BackPink, while the Skittles is going to basically hold their comp.
It is the Fire Fin Charger. It has the Bomb Rush instead of the Ray for this one, but we see again a quick armor, quick fight middle, Brush coming out with the win there. Or
Suppose
with
they
Bagel
wanted
there, I
the-
think. Yeah.
Maybe they wanted the wall more than the Ray.
Yeah, the wall can definitely be helpful here in some positions that the Charger can take. Booyah coming in, 2 members down on the side of the Skittles as BackPink here just picking off the last few and gets the last couple. Now they can just do their thing and move on up. We see they move on up really quickly, which most teams should be doing in this situation. getting control of the high points so they have the high ground, and just making sure the other team can't come in.
BackPink going to go ahead and take the high ground here, prevent Skittles from doing anything up there, which is going to definitely stymie their push here, or any attempt to defend rather than a push, I suppose. Skittles coming up on this tower, forcing it off, and that is going to stop the push. Sniper with a nice pick there, though, and back on the tower, BackPink goes as they get ready to move off to this third checkpoint, or second checkpoint, actually. There's not 3 on this map.
Here comes the bomb rush, but it does quickly get picked down by the 52, but they go down directly afterwards. Tower's still moving. It's not done yet.
5.
The bucket.
And it's stalled at the 5-unit mark. 4 up. There's another pick, and that is
over.
it. BackPink with a resounding response to the first game ties this series back up at 1, and we will have a game 5. But first, game 3.
Game 3.
Splat zones on the reef coming at you. Again, splat zone, reef heavy control of bridge is absolutely essential, even more so here because it overlooks both zones directly, meaning it's absolutely essential if you want to win this mode. But yeah, what are your thoughts on this, Devi?
Lots of different things happen here. Like you said, having the main control above bridge. If you can get above, you can get majority of below in both zones. But there is kind of a blind spot underneath the bridge where you find the front lines will go to escape, and that they can dodge the ruler of the bridge, as I'm gonna put it. can dodge out of their shots. Not just that, but I've seen dynamos go up there too, and fling paint.
Dynamo makes a lot of sense.
The brush here could be pretty punishing up as well, just putting flicks over top if there's anyone underneath.
No dynamo, but we do have that brush mentioned and the tri-slide turns from patch, patch 1.0? I don't know. Anyways, enough with old jokes. Sniper gonna quickly take this zone and put a lot of pressure on their plat and the bridge here.
The zone was quickly recapped, though. It was just no time at all. It was quickly recapped and now ticking down in Skittles' favor. It looks like it's still trying to get recapped. There we go. Still in Skittles' favor.
That hammer.
Yes, hammer.
The hammer down there is gonna definitely help them hold that zone. Even with that bomb rush coming out, hammer can just squash all those bombs quite easily. Skittles doing a lot better this game so far. It's still tight on the score, but it's not nearly as destructive as last game, so to say.
Bucket here taking bridge and doing what we were talking about. They were sloshing from above, but does go down to the missiles, or not the missiles, the suction bomb. Ends up continuing to paint, and Skittles just moving back in, taking a lot of paint control.
So they have bottom. So they have zone and bridge now. They need to keep moving up here. Otherwise, BackPink is just going to continue to contest this heavily. The tricky part is they're not really effectively doing that, so to say.
But they did recap the zone, giving the Skittles a penalty here.
And that's going to be absolutely essential for BackPink if they want to win this. Which
there's only one left on the Skittles, and now finally goes down, getting a pick on the try though. But
so now we get to see how BackPink does on offense here rather than defense so much, and vice versa. So let's see how things go. Looks like
that is lead reclaimed.
BackPink is doing a much better job on defense right now, not constantly having the zone recapped by the other team or contested. Meanwhile, Chara gonna run right in with this brush, and the hammer comes out, and does he get any? No! He just gets completely slaughtered there. Very unfortunate. They are down 3 with the timer ticking quickly. That is a white there on the side of Skittles. So BackPink just dominating now that they have control.
You blink and then all of a sudden you miss everything. But yes, very quick reclaim control. Missiles and armor coming back. Skittles have got to try to do something with this zone. The hammer tried. They're really close here. They've got one zone. Can they get the next one? They did!
They do, and that is a massive penalty for BackPink. But once they kill that, that's basically game once that's killed. So Skittles is going to have to push a lot here. Their work is not done by any means. But they so far so good. 3 down, and another one goes down to that try. Slosher is now going to go ahead and paint up, and as this brush comes out, and brush goes down to BackPink again. As Try gets a couple key picks here, lurking under the ledge to prevent Skittles from getting back into this game. And the key pick in these zones are contested here. And that is going to be a nice key pick there on the side of the Skittles. I'm giving them control of the zone again as that additional penalty continues to tick down. Getting pretty close right now.
Members of BackPink were spotted, so we see Skittles shifting over to that area, making sure BackPink does not go through that way to get back into zone. But it looks like they're still going to try it with the Inkjet armor combo. And they did get one zone.
Ooh, nice pick there on the other Inkjet. Inkjet fight over before it even starts today. Nice pick on the side of the NZAP, but it is not enough. 2-2, and it looks like BackPink is going to try to take the zone, and they do successfully give Skittles a 37-point penalty. It's a solid 70 ticks that they're going to have to cover here if they're going to win, and they're going to have to start ticking down within the next 30 seconds if they want to any chance at all.
It looks like they're trying to contest the zones again. They're trying to get it back, but the bomb rush coming out, 2 going down. This is going to be really hard to even try to get overtime started with only 10 seconds left.
It definitely looks like BackPink is going to just handily take this here.
Hammer coming in, but it looks like shut down immediately.
Up.
Oh, they had one neutralized. It just was
needed
not
a
enough.
few more seconds, and that would have been the start of OT. I guess no commentator's curse today, at least not yet, but that is going to be a 2-1 for BackPink. Skittles doing much better this game. Not enough, though, as they need to give an answer in this game, as you do not want to go down 3-1 in this set. So, Anchovy game finally appears, but it's on Rainmaker. What are your thoughts on that?
Oh boy, this can also go really quickly. Lots of different pathways here. This is
Rainmaker. It can go very quickly, no matter what map.
It's always Rainmaker. But the most interesting thing about this map is inkjetting over the wall. You'll see the inkjet definitely come out here for sure. We've seen them pretty much this entire set, but they're gonna really shine here over top of that big wall.
There's been so many times it's just you play, you think you're okay, and boom, inkjet out of nowhere. So you just gotta be ready for it, otherwise you're gonna be blindsided like me. Do not be like me.
You heard it there, folks. You said it.
You heard it here first. I'm bad. Skittles and BackPink here on Anchovy should be starting here in a moment. Yep, here we go. Rainmaker on Anchovy games. It's like no real comp change on the side of the Skittles. BackPink, they are going to edit their loadout once again, coming in with Bucket, Nautilus Jr., and Seajet. Ray spam, anyone?
Rays. Quick
Ray
pop.
spam it.
Got your general first war for mid. It looks like armor coming out for BackPink. They're gonna just take this initiative. Here they go. Counter armor coming in with an inkjet and a bomb rush.
Lots of heavy pushback from that attempt to even go up there, including a hammer. Like just.
Oh, the bomb!
Nice bomb placement there does take out the Slosher, but ooh,
This
Booyah Bomb gets another. And the Rainmaker,
Rainmaker
meanwhile, is just going to
It's
go
just
ahead
keeps
and
going.
run all the way down to the
16.
16 when nobody's looking.
Oh.
Again, this is Rainmaker. This happens. Please do not ever forget about the objective.
They took the 3 down initiative as the 4th was just down in the corner away from the Rainmakers, so they just went for it, and that's all you gotta do. Push for points there.
Yeah, at that point, it's just push for points. You got it. And they certainly took advantage of it. So Rainmaker's going to go ahead and reset here back to 100. And Skittles are going to grab and begin their attempt to move here. 98 coming along that wall. Touch dangerous? Yeah, definitely more than a touch dangerous.
Ooh, we see the Rainmaker go down. The Brush still carrying that hammer for timing needed, because we saw the other 2 specials come out. Bagel looking for a pick. Oh, but goes down. It looks
Almost got
three
a
of
couple
them.
there.
Looks like there was 3 of them on that hammer going down as it tries to get something done. They're going the long way.
Okay.
This can be a long or quick way.
I've seen some pretty interesting results.
This is actually you know what?
Hopefully nobody swims through the grate into the floor this time, and it looks like they avoided that problem. Oh my word, what are they doing now?
They are taking, you know what? This is the fun way. It's not a long, it's the fun way.
This is the fun way. But there's the Booyah
Finally
Bomb, which stops it at... Yeah.
Oh,
Oh my word.
what a way to go.
We're just gonna go ahead and
Reset.
reset as we head on in. BackPink gonna go ahead and push in. Gets a nice pick there with the Inkjet.
Here it
Another
comes.
nice pick. BackPink. Hey, I don't care what you guys want. We're taking the Rainmaker in, and we're going the fun way again.
Going the fun way again.
We don't need the normal path. We're just gonna do this. And that's not necessarily a bad thing per se. If the situation calls for it, like, go for it. That's my take on it. If you could situationally read the game and say, this is usually a bad direction to go, but it's good now, then do it.
Oh, the Rainmaker getting a pick there and just dancing around, but does die to the Brush's flicks from above. Skittles just slowly respawning here. There was 2 of them alive. Now they are all alive, as we can see. But BackPink, they are close by. We see the Nautilus up on the edge. The hammer is going to try to come out and see if they can clear the way.
Hammer's just going to go ahead and roar right in. Does not end up getting any picks with that hammer, but you can get a lot of pressure from a charging hammer that says move or die. So,
Catching jump and a Stingray coming out as well.
Gonna get a nice pick there. Rainmaker under heavy pressure. Chara missing that ledge.
Oh,
Gonna have to
no.
reset back.
Just waiting here for the Inkjet. Inkjet's got armor now. It's going to be tougher to take down as the bucket is nearby taking down the Brush with a 3 down on the side of Skittles.
BackPink takes the Rainmaker, and we're again going to go the alternate path.
The fun way!
I feel it might have outlived its usefulness at this point because they're constantly using it.
It's just, they're just gonna...
I think they're just like, I don't care at this point, man. We're just
Nice picks by the Nautilus here.
Ooh!
The hammer yeet!
Just right in the face there. That is going to be a nice pick from the hammer there, stopping BackPink from attempting to move any further as the Skittles prepares for their really final attempt here. It's do or die.
It really is. They are trying. They makes the lead jump. The Ray picks off the Rainmaker, though. There is 10 seconds left. The Brush is the only one alive. He does have hammer, though.
Oh, and it's not going to be enough. As BackPink takes a decisive 3-1 lead. Only one more win, and BackPink will win our sink or swim here. But that does not over yet. I've seen many times when we've had 3-0 leads and it's been reversed. Even in double elimination, where it just you lose the first 3, you win the next 8.
Oh yeah.
So do not count the Skittles out yet. There's still another game to play, and if they win that, another one, and so forth. So For our 5th game, as promised a while back, we're going to have Clam Blitz on New Albacore Hotel. I expect to see a lot of range here.
Oh,
A lot of range.
well, you never know. Okie dokie. So it's either going to be range or Skittles are going to keep what they're doing and just roll with it. We've seen them use it on literally everything else.
I think I'd be safe to say the Skittles are not going to change their comp unless they really feel that things are not going well. Which, that could be very true here. They could feel like, this isn't doing too hot here. We need to edit our comp a little. Let's pull out the contingency, What that would be, I'm not sure.
I think we might still see the Nautiluses come back. Charger might come back. Especially on BackPink side, still might see that Charger on the Nautilus for them. But yeah, for Skittles, I'm not too sure. Are they going to keep the short range, or are they going to change it up a little bit?
Yeah, BackPink seems to be a lot more flexible. I'm expecting more range. I definitely think we'll see a backline here and some longer range weapons. Nautilus makes sense. Maybe a blaster of some kind? Did BackPink pull out blaster that back a couple sets ago?
I think they were the one. Did they have the clash on Mako there?
Can't remember if it was the Clash or the regular. Either way,
but this is match point for BackPink, so I'm very curious to see if the Skittles is going to stick to what they have been doing.
Thinking they might pull out a Rapid, honestly, due to the distance of things
I've definitely seen Rapid here. Rapid can be strong on this map.
Another good choice would probably be Bamboozler, all things considered. Clam Blitz. So
we did see the Bamboo on the very first game of this set as well. So that is actually a pretty high possibility that we'll be seeing a Bamboo.
Yeah, to deal with any possible tent shenanigans, but honestly, I don't expect any tent shenanigans.
No, we haven't seen Umbrella yet. I don't expect to see it now, unless hey, curveball's thrown. Here's the big surprise. We're gonna throw this
big
out.
Surprise! We're gonna pull out the GooTuber and the tent umbrella.
What a combo!
Oh, please no. Maybe the tent. Not. I don't think I want to see a GooTuber here.
Quad YouTuber, let's go.
Oh my word. Oh my word. I'm not sure what I would make of that if that did happen.
I'm sure someone along the line playing League with this map mode in it has done quad YouTubers somewhere along the line.
I'm sure somebody has, but that's not really the point here.
Nope, not at all. But yeah, I'm expecting, if Brush comes back again, I'm expecting a lot of Brush flanks. We saw...
It's going to be necessary here, considering how short of a range it has. You don't really have much of a choice but to do an excessive amount of flanks.
Oh yeah. On the Splat Zones map, we saw BackPink just quickly, when they took zone, they just took down the enemies. I guess it would be, if it was from BackPink's view, it would be the left side of spawn, and just took their street, just took all the ways in. So, and those are also 2 other entrance ways, of course, coming back into Clam Blitz, and we have to remember there is a mid bridge now.
Yeah, so we should be starting here shortly. There was a slight delay on the start to the match, but I believe everything is resolved now, so I believe we're just waiting on the players to go ahead and pick their weapons. So after this match, we'll have Tower Control and Inkblot, assuming Skittles wins, and if Skittle wins this and Tower Control and Inkblot, we will have our Game 7 on Splat Zone's Piranha Pit. So each of those fairly interesting. We did talk about Tower Control and Inkblot Art Academy once before, when it was previously played. That went fairly quickly due to BackPink just completely annihilating there. So if we do get to that point, maybe BackPink can just leverage that again and do that, but we'll see. Again, use of blaster over there would probably not be a bad idea. Just seems like it would make a lot of sense. Any additional thoughts on that, Debbie?
Not too much. We've seen what they can do. It's a lot of power. I do believe that the Skittles definitely have the power to bring it back. We saw some of their crazy defenses and the back and forth zone taking, and like it can still be anyone's game. Skittles can still come back from this. They've shown that they can. They just have to hold it.
Mm-hmm. And the final game, if necessary, again, guaranteed yet, except this next upcoming match, of course, would be Splat Zones on Piranha Pit, a very wide, large, open map with a lot of ground to cover. Not all of it has to be painted, though, thankfully.
No. But
you're still going to use a lot of that back area, though, even though it's not directly connected to your spawn.
You'll find the weapons, like your armor bots will use that sometimes to paint extra to get some extra special, or your ray spams, as some people bring ray here.
And even you can be pushed back there, all the way back in the most extreme pushes, but just that's a little much. In that case, you might just want to say, nope, I'm jumping. Before that is more realistic, but yeah.
Do you think we're gonna see anybody go swimming on the hotel?
I think we might see one. It seems pretty reasonable to expect one person accidentally drops into the water, or just jumps in there on purpose.
The victory.
You'll never take me alive. Type push jump.
A lot of times you'll catch people, they'll squid too early on the grates, and they're gonna go join the jellyfish that are zooming down below.
We're still approaching this next match. Apologize for the delays here. Trust me, we want this next match to start as much as you're ready for it to go. And actually, here it is. Here we go. Okay. Perfect. Let's go. I'm ready. All right, so it looks like Skittles did change up their comp, actually.
Range!
They brought range indeed.
CDS. There's the rapid and the classic end zap.
Yes, and looks like we have something also pretty more range heavy on the other side.
They got
Kensa Swasher.
Ooh.
Excuse me. Kensa Machine. And Zap as well, and Nautilus, not as much range though. We'll see how that fares for them. And there's the score for Skittles. Skittles taking that first score. BackPink trying to defend here, gets picked. Baller coming out. Baller not going to get a pick there, and he just immediately gets picked. Okay. So much for that, but Skittles did get it down to 68. Not a bad push. I can't complain. Well, I can, but I'm not going to. Nice notice on that Squid Beacon critical, because otherwise you're just going to have Skittles coming right into your base when you're not looking. Stingray comes out as I'm not sure who they're targeting. I can't see.
I believe the rapid was on the lower left there, because they were continuing to throw torpedoes up, trying to get it to lock on to the heavy and get an explosion or shift their aim. You can still see the torpedoes are continuing to throw.
Rapid again is going to continue to push this heavy, and they finally do get that pick. It takes a trade, but honestly, not a bad deal.
Not at all. It's still. It looks like BackPink was going in with a pick there.
BackPink down with a couple picks as Bagel comes in and takes out that sprinkler as they move up into BackPink's base. Nice pick there again from the ballpoint on an unattentive heavy there. As BackPink is starting to take some damage here. Armor out for Skittles as they attempt to get in here. That K machine causing chaos and does take down the ballpoint. Skittles is going to have a bit of a rough time getting in here, but they do have the flank and do get the pick from that flank. Absolutely critical. Does go down though.
They BackPink there using the splashdown jump is a pretty good defense, but yes, the flank there with the trade.
Ooh.
Didn't get a chance to score, but look at this. Zap coming in here, painted up, getting clams. They have control. They've got 10 clams handy. Rapid is looking to give him a hard time, but Armor and Ray combo coming out, and BackPink has picked off 2 of the Skittles and going in and scoring.
There's that first score. Plenty of clams right there, spawn right for him, and that is thanks to the game spawning those clams. That trade, not a big deal. I think they're pretty happy with that, and they are continuing to score. Of course, you don't want to just say, that's good enough. Not that I think either team would. Skittles taking down 2 of BackPink. They're ready to move on back in, gather some clams, and get ready to take what they feel is rightfully theirs.
There was also 2 down on the Skittles, so they were still taking it a little bit more easy. But now it looks like they're going to come back and add some pressure. We see the Rapid once again throwing the torpedoes, seeing if they can get some poke on a couple of these blasts. I believe an Armor just came out. Baller,
Armor
Inkjet.
Baller
Here we go.
also here. Baller's going to go around to the corner so they keep their clams rather than using it as offensive pressure. And looks like those heavy pushes are coming in now. And then
Nice pick by the Nautilus.
it does
2
get
picks.
the blaster there.
Here come the clam parade.
And that is going to take them down to 36 and counting. More coming in. 33 and dropping like a rock.
Skittles able to just capitalize on that.
Skittles did catch said rock before it went too far, though. And we're going to go ahead and push this, excuse me.
The classic squid bag. We all know how popular that is. We were going to see it somewhere along the line.
Alright, K-Machine's going to go ahead and try to hold here. With 8 seconds left, BackPink is in a good position to win this game. Overtime will begin, though, unless somebody drops the power clam in the water or something like that.
Well, 2 of the Skittles are down. They do see this ballpoint.
It's do or die. They don't have a choice. It's going to be rough. They're trying to push up here. Oh, they get a pick there. Maybe. Maybe. Oh, there's the pick. There's the pick. And that is going to be it. BackPink is your sink or swim champions.
Woo! That was a really close ending there, but it was a well-placed bomb. Just could not swim forward quick enough and just got stuck between the box there. Couldn't swim up it quick enough, and the bomb just able to get the splat, and I believe got more behind it. What a finish.
An excellent finish there from BackPink, once again showing that they are still the team to beat here in Sink or Swim. Again, congratulations to them for the unteam. And the Skittles put up a great fight here. They should be pretty happy with their performance, I feel. You have anything else to add, Debbie?
Not really, but it was a really good set to watch. I always enjoy commentating these sets, and you learn more from it as you commentate from them as well. And I hope all the people watching as well can learn from these sets and come back for the next one.
Yeah, so to end off here, we're going to quickly go over our upcoming schedule. So our upcoming schedule, we have Testing Grounds on Friday. So if you are looking for another tournament to play in, if you played in this one, or you're just like, hey, I wish I'd played today, when's the next tournament? That will be Friday. Anyone is free to enter Testing Grounds. It's Swiss into Top Cut, so very similar format. But yeah, Friday night, good time to play Splatoon. Also, next week we have I Dare You, which has a $500 prize for the gold bracket and $100 prize for the silver bracket. So be sure to attend that. And of course, beyond, we have more Sink or Swim. We have TG, and of course, we have Low Ink on the 30th of January if you do qualify for that tournament. If you're curious about anything that we mentioned, feel free to join our Discord. for that information. One of the mods will be posting that in the Twitch chat shortly. And with that, thank you so much for watching, guys. We really, all the support we get, we could not possibly do all this without you. This is for you, the community, by the community. So thank you very much. And we will see you for our next event, Testing Grounds, on Friday. So until then.